Hello, everybody, and welcome to this week's episode of the Ephemeral Orb, the TTRPG series that we're doing. Last time, a new player has joined us, a new player character has joined us, played by the player Zelris. Before we go into our usual recap, etc., like we usually do, I'd like to ask our players to introduce themselves and their characters fairly briefly. And since we have a new person joining us, and since you're watching it from my channel, if you haven't been following and you wouldn't have seen her, Zelris, can you please introduce yourself briefly and your character?
Sure. I'm Zelris. I make stuff online, and my character is a little sneaky blood elf, and that's about it.
Yeah, pretty much. They found her in a prison cell, and she tagged along because she pretty much had no other option at that point. The next one would be going in the usual order. DoomGoblin, could you please talk about yourself and your character for a little bit?
Yeah, I am a DoomGoblin. You know me. I play Captain Bladebeard, also a sneaky little dwarf whose word is his bond.
Always.
Always.
That's why you have a stunt about lying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next would be Sir Thompshire.
And as always, I'll be playing Benjamin Aaran, the not so sneaky human that is honestly sick of people that keep lying and sneaking around.
Hey, if the episode goes right, we might very well resolve a big part of your character arc today. Who knows?
Well, at cost.
Who knows? And next we have Skoll. Could you please introduce yourself?
Yes, hello, I am Skoll Shorties, and I am playing the most unsneakiest character of all, Buhd. And, he's in quite a bind, and he might die.
Now that you mention it, I like the sort of dichotomy. We have Lyri and Bladebeard with +4 in sneaky, and then Buhd and Benjamin with +1 and 0 respectively.
I mean, he's a big old giant ogre that carries around a cannon. I don't think you can get very sneaky with that. I mean, you could try, but
No excuse.
Very true, very true. And as usual, we have a bit of a pre-written recap that our new player, Zelris, has kindly volunteered to read off this time. Zelris, could you please go ahead and read the recap?
As set out in their initial plan, our heroes split into two groups in their effort to defeat the sinister Lord Roswell. Firstly, Captain Bladebeard and Benjamin Aaran, as requested by the nobleman, surrendered themselves, and they were promptly escorted into Roswell's chambers for their fate to be decided. Meanwhile, First Mate Buhd and the rest of the team teleported themselves into the nobleman's dungeons. While searching the prison for their kidnapped companions, Buhd stumbled upon one of Lord Roswell's prisoners, a mysterious blood elf known as Lyri Roseguard, who was being interrogated. Lyri managed to convince her captors that she was a captain in the Horde military, but was interrupted before she could leverage it. The commotion drew the attention of the other guards, so the prison group, alongside Lyri, but sans Kyrie? You spelled it wrong in the script, who stayed behind to cover them, escaped via a secret tunnel built into the cell. They eventually reached the caverns near Lord Roswell's estate, where the nobleman had been developing a secret project, the construction and activation of an iron giant. The group believed their friend Shalon was being held prisoner there, and discovered him incapacitated, held by a mysterious gnome and a familiar infinite dragon. Meanwhile, again, as Benjamin and Bladebeard tried negotiating with Lord Roswell in an attempt to keep their lives, as well as save their shipmate Johnny, the commotion in the prison cells put a premature end to the discussion. However, as Lord Roswell ordered his Iron Vrykul bodyguard to slay the two, the construct mysteriously disobeyed the order. Instead, it swore fealty to Bladebeard. The pirate captain, encouraged by a mysterious voice in his mind, gave the Iron Vrykul a fateful order: kill Lord Roswell.
Thank you, Zelris. And yeah, as the recap mentioned, our players just stumbled into 2 final bosses in 2 separate groups, which should definitely be very fun. We sort of decided to start with the tower fight first in the discussion of before we started recording. So yeah, tower fight. To sort of again set the scene. This Iron Vrykul just apparently swore fealty to Bladebeard, and Bladebeard ordered it telepathically to kill Lord Roswell. It is now Benjamin and or Bladebeard's turns. You guys decide who goes first, etc., etc.
So, has anything happened yet?
Basically, the Iron Vrykul marched almost in front of Bladebeard, said, "Calibrating, what is your bidding, master?" Bladebeard grinned, and then the Iron Vrykul, after like a few seconds, started turning around. And all the other NPCs like Lord Roswell's people and Johnny are staring in shock because Lord Roswell ordered the Iron Vrykul to kill Bladebeard, and the Iron Vrykul said, "Bladebeard, you're my master."
So, can I use this turn to try and create an advantage?
Definitely. Can you describe it, please?
I think the way I can describe it is basically readying myself to, as soon as there's an opportunity, I just run as fast as I can.
That makes sense for me. Roll a... Probably careful, it'll be difficulty 2, please. Okay, and you succeed with style, so you get 2 charges on that advantage. Can you tell me what you would like it to be called?
I don't know, to be honest.
Ready for anything, since you mentioned that too?
That's fair.
Okay. That was your turn. Narratively, could you like describe for a little bit what are you doing, what's your character doing, just to set the scene better?
I guess he would be looking around and trying to find just a route for his, running, I guess.
Makes sense, makes sense. Bladebeard, it is now your turn.
Alright, how far would you say I can run in this room? Can I run up to the table?
I would say, just for like example's sake, this will be like your maximum range, okay? And you can move your token on yourself, a reminder to everyone.
Yeah. Alright, I would like to attack the guy that's holding Johnny, but I don't really see how to get to him.
Just for this is the guy holding Johnny, the one in the back, not the one in the front.
Yeah.
Do you still have knives?
Yeah, I have weapons. But
I mean, I guess if you waste all your fate points like last time.
yeah, actually, can I get to the table and hide under the table?
Anything is possible, but it will be a very difficult roll because it's obvious what you're doing.
Yeah.
Getting this soon.
Also, it's dumb. I wouldn't be able to attack anyone.
Just for perspective, I would give you like a difficulty of 8, which would mean you have to get a critical hit to reach it. Because it's so absurd that you would be able to hide under there.
Yep. Can I get onto the table? Like here?
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah, you can reach it.
Alright, I run past the Benjamin and the Vrykul. I jump on the table and I try to throw a dagger at the guy behind Johnny.
Okay, I think
Unless
this
that's
would
like
be...
impossible because
no, it is possible. It is definitely possible. But I think it will be a careful roll because you're trying not to aim for Johnny. Make sense?
yeah, makes sense.
So roll for me a careful as your attack. I roll to oppose, and if you get a critical fail, you will hit Johnny. Make sense?
It does. 0.
Okay, the guardsman resists with style, which means the guardsman gets an advantage against you.
Oh, no, this is
like,
totally great.
Guards, yeah, they have more than 1 health, right? They are like, they are not like the farmer guy. Alright, I'll give him the advantage.
Yeah, you can see his advantage right here. Okay, next it's the Iron Vrykle's turn, which, because of your sort of telepathic link, you control at the moment. Feel free to point it in whatever direction you want.
Oh yeah, what will he do?
And you also control his token.
Yeah, I know. He'll,
Reminder that you ordered it to kill Lord Roswell.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
still applies.
He'll, yeah, I guess he'll continue attacking Lord Roswell. But how? Can
By
he
the way,
like...
sorry, go ahead.
No, what were you going to ask?
I was just gonna ask, since the guards are spread out, do they each have individual actions?
Yes.
Oh, that's horrible.
Can, the Vrykle... He has like a sword, right? Not a
Yeah, a
spear.
big one. A very big one.
Alright, can he like, jump over the table or walk over the table to the Lord?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Maybe he breaks the table as I'm standing on it,
Sure, I will
and
allow
the
that.
Bladebeard gets catapulted. But yeah, whatever you say happens.
Yeah, go ahead if you want to do that.
Yeah, he goes toward, I don't know, here.
Okay, does he like, just to sort of describe it, does he try to like climb the table? Initially,
Yeah.
at least. Okay.
Yeah.
His weight shatters the table, and Bladebeard tumbles slightly towards the center. Bladebeard, can you roll for me a careful difficulty 2 to see if you keep your footing?
Yeah. Careful. 5.
Okay, because you succeed with style, I will allow you to create an out-of-turn advantage if you want. What do you want it to be called?
Yeah, something. Let's say, like, it has to be something connected to me, right? Not to the Vrykle.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do I do while not getting crushed by a table? Let's say,
Maybe something related to your agility, something like that.
yeah, but I want something helpful. Yeah, let's say something with agility. I don't know. What should I call it? Like,
on your toes, quick on your toes, something like that. I don't know.
yeah.
Okay.
Let's go with that.
Okay, you now have the advantage, and the Iron Vrykle's turn is not yet done, so he smashed through the table and presumably continued walking undeterred. What does he do?
He attacks. He does what I ordered.
He attacks Lord Roswell. Okay. Feel free to, if you want, roll for the Iron Vrykul. He has a +3 in everything, so it'll be 4d of +3.
In everything. Oh, they are clever and
Well,
quick.
technically speaking, they're mobs, so they don't have like stat blocks per se. That's why I'm saying that he has a 3 in everything.
All right,
He is better
he
at some
attacks.
things than other things. Go ahead, sorry.
He attacks forcefully,
Sure.
so +3. 2.
And Lord Razo tries to dodge out of the way, and a tie means the Iron Vrykul gets an advantage. Again, what would you like the advantage to be called?
Can I don't know how this works. Can I use the compel that
Oh, you can,
Lord
if you want to,
Razo has?
yeah, you can use his Lord Razo's trouble to deal 2 damage to him if you want, yeah.
Oh, but he doesn't have any trouble. He has a blind in his right
Yeah,
eye.
that's an
which is
aspect
his
that you
asset.
discover, his trouble aspect that you discovered earlier that you are able to use.
Oh yeah. And what would that do if do I need to spend a fate point?
No, you just have to say, I use this, which will either improve your roll by +2 or allow you to re-roll, entirely up to you.
Alright, I'll use it.
Okay, and you're using it to give yourself +2 or to re-roll?
To give myself or the Vrykul +2.
Okay, so you deal 2 damage to Lord Roswell, duly noted.
And Bladebeard will say, "You'll pay for your lack of vision."
Kill them already! He says as he receives a big slash across his chest. He sort of reels back and draws his sword. Despite his demeanor, he is quite a capable fighter. And on his turn, he will attack the Iron Vrykul.
Alright.
How does the Iron Vrykul defend? Again, feel free to roll for it.
Alright, it doesn't really matter how he defends.
Narratively, I mean, narratively.
Alright, then he defends flashily. Just
Sure.
because he I don't know, starts dancing.
He flexes. Sure.
Yeah.
Mm,
Alright, so there we go. He fails.
Yeah, and he has to take 2 points of damage. I can keep track of that if you want.
Yeah. Alright.
By the way, he is not a named NPC like you guys, so he has fewer hit points basically. He
Alright.
can take 2 more hits. Well, 1 more hit, and on the following hit he will be down. Okay.
Alright.
Next, it's this Defias woman's turn, who will run behind and try to stab you, Bladebeard. How do you defend yourself?
I jump out of her way.
Then roll your quick, please. She rolled her own quick to attack you.
Quick. Alright.
You
6.
succeed with style, you get another advantage. Would you like to get another charge on quick on your toes?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, on Johnny's turn, he will attempt to get out of like the chokehold he is in, because yeah, if he doesn't, he is in grave danger. So he will roll his careful, I guess. Careful or sneaky. He has a bad sneaky, but a decent careful. And because the guard is absolutely atrocious at his job, he succeeds, and Johnny scampers away over here. Okay? Next,
Great.
it's the guard's turn. This one will charge you, Benjamin. How do you defend yourself?
I quickly raise my sword to parry his blow.
Okay, please do so. Your stun would apply in this situation. Oh, you don't have a sword actually, because you are unarmed.
Right. I guess I just jumped to the side then.
Okay, roll your quick. Your stunt again would apply. Okay,
I
with
guess it would be a 5.
yeah, and you succeed. The other guardsman, seeing the situation, will also attack you, Benjamin. How do you defend yourself?
I guess I'll have to jump to the side again.
Okay, please do so. And you have to take 1 point of damage. How do you take that?
Was it not force?
Oh, true. If it, yeah, it's forceful, so yeah, you get it's a free. You succeed. Okay. The other guards, this one will run after Johnny and try to attack him. And he fails. Okay. Then this one will attack you, Bladebeard. How do you defend yourself?
I dodge again.
Please do so.
Yeah. I do something quick,
Sure.
basically. Yeah, 4.
Yeah, you succeed with style again. Would you like another charge on Cook on your toes?
Yeah,
Okay.
of course.
I think I'm gonna take Johnny and leave you to it. You have so many advantages.
Yeah, this is. Yeah, Bladebeard is very excited that he has a Aaran servant.
And speaking of which, the last guard will attack your iron rifle. How does it defend?
All right.
How does it
What's
defend
the count?
narratively? Because again, all of his
Yeah,
stats
yeah,
are plus 3.
Let me see. Should he do something clever? Something careful? Yeah, forcefully. He tries to parry his attack with a sword.
Okay. Roll. Can you roll for it, please? 4df plus 3.
Yeah.
A tie means the enemy gets an advantage, but I will actually spend one of my fate points to deal 2 damage to your iron rifle. Also, FYI, I have 2 fate points for each fight, 2 for the tower, 2 for the caverns. I just spent 1 for the tower, okay?
Right. And does that mean that Iron Rifle dies?
No, the iron rifle after this can take, well, the next hit will kill it, unless you spend your own fate points to, yeah.
Alright.
Okay, so yeah, it takes 2 damage. Meanwhile, in the caverns, as all of this was going on, another battle was also happening. The last thing that happened was these 2 snakes that Buhd somehow summoned out of his staff after Zulgaga offered to help him, attacked Chronic. And on his turn, seeing where the snakes came from, he will, once again, Buhd, try to attack you with a shadow spell. How do you defend against that?
Buhd will try to run from it.
Okay,
Like run to the side.
Then roll a quick, please. You have to take 1 point of damage. How would you take it?
I guess a stress.
Okay. You are very wounded, and this dwarf, well, that you know is an infinite dragon, is causing havoc in your brain. Also, feel free to move your token if you run away.
Okay.
You should have control of it. Just click and drag. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you run in his direction?
He was.
Crazy.
I mean, Buhd is crazy, but we already know this.
This is the dwarf. Well, the infinite dragon.
Right.
Okay. Okay, next is the Pandaran's turn, who will attack the Iron Vrykul that he's fighting. Okay, and the Iron Vrykul succeeds in defending itself. Next, it's you guys' turn. Buhd and Lyri, you decide the order of operations, etc., etc. It's Lyri and or Buhd's turns. You guys decide who goes first, what you do, etc.
Buhd, you go first.
Okay. Buhd can use his cannon again, right?
Correct.
Alright, Buhd will charge closer to the dwarf and fire his handy dandy cannon.
Okay, this it will be a forceful attack, so roll forceful, and in addition to your typical forceful, because you are in fairly close range, I will give you a +10 bonus to your forceful attack. Okay?
+10.
Yeah, just roll your forceful and with the macro if you'd like, and I will add up +10 to it. Okay?
Okay, dope.
Okay, so 12. Let me defend for him. He will probably try to dodge out of the way.
Must ask, where does Buhd keep his extra cannonball?
His extra cannonballs? I'd like to think he kind of has like a little baggie
Little
of
pouch.
cannonballs. Yeah, like a little cannonball pouch that he has on his hip or something.
It's in his fanny pack, yeah.
Maybe it's in his belly button.
I always imagine that you have like you said, like a fanny pack or something. You do 8 damage to this guy. Unless you...
I mean, I don't... Sorry, go ahead.
You deal 8 damage to him. I'm thinking, unless you want to spend fate points or etc. to improve your attack, he will take his level 2 stress and his level 6 consequence. If he takes his level 6 consequence, which is a very severe consequence, would you like to dictate what happens? A level 6 is something like he lost an arm, etc. Something important.
Yeah. Oh man, he needs
Okay.
to lose an arm.
Alright, he's losing an arm then.
Translate into his dragon form, would he not have a wing or something?
Something like that.
Buhd shatters his hand.
Oh, I get what you did there, Doom.
Okay, I wrote down that you removed one of his arms. Yeah.
Can you please change it to shatter the arm? That would be a bit better.
Fine. Done and done. Okay, that was your turn, Buhd. Very impressive. Next is Lyri's turn.
Okay,
You are still hidden, by the way. The enemy does not know where you are.
where's the exit to this cave again? Is it right behind me?
Yep, pretty much. Over here.
Yeah, there's no point moving then. I'm not doing anything. I'll burn a turn.
Sorry?
I won't do anything. I'll just burn this turn.
Okay, you can, if you want, you can create an advantage.
Yeah. I'll do an advantage.
Okay. It would be...
How many advantages can I get? Can I add one more to my hidden blood elf?
You can have as many as the dice decide you have, pretty much.
Okay, I'll have more of that then.
Roll probably a sneaky or careful. Basically, it will be difficulty 2 because the enemy does not know where you are.
7 because I'm still stealthed.
Yeah, so you get 2 extra charges on that. Which is very impressive, all things considered. Okay.
Lyri literally one shot the gnome now.
Oh god, I hope not.
Quite possibly. Okay, next is Hergen's turn. He will attack the Iron Vrykul that he's fighting. And he fails, and the Iron Vrykul gets an advantage. Okay, next is the gnome's turn. The gnome turns to you, Buhd, as you ran in and shot Hronic, and she will say, "You know, your friend over here, he is quite a fond of the master's power. I think I said this, but he has even more power than I do." And she giggles a little bit, and she'll once again drain power from Shallan, only instead of keeping it for herself like she did last time, she will redirect that power into the big iron giant. And Buhd, as you look, you see the iron giant's eyes light up. It is now active, and Shallan writhes in pain as energy is drained from him.
Leave Shallan alone.
She only cackles in response to you. And I'll now add the Iron Giant to the initiative order. He goes after the Iron Vrykul at the moment.
Guys, hurry up. Bud's gonna die.
Well, you were the one who suggested saving Shallan, so...
So wait, what is Shallan even in? Is he like on some kind of like pillar? What's happening?
He is floating in the air encased in shadow magic.
Okay, so there's nothing connecting him to the... Yeah, okay.
Pretty much. The gnome will cackle as she does this, and she will say, "You have no idea how long we've searched for a power source for this thing. Did you know that Lord Roswell considered dynamiting it?" And she will laugh. Next is the two Iron Vrykul's turns. One of them will attack Hergen back. And Hergen receives 3 damage.
So the NPC's terrible rolls today.
Yeah, and the other one will attack the Pandaren. Sorry, that was me.
Sound effects.
Okay, and the Pandaren succeeds in defending himself, and thus he'll gain an advantage. I'll just get another charge on Iron Duo for you guys. Okay. Next is the Iron Giant's turn, as it slowly lumbers to its feet. It will slowly walk forward and attempt to crush one of the snakes that is attacking Hronic. And the snake gets entirely obliterated. Buhd and Lyri, you would see that this thing is still fairly sluggish. You presume that it can be empowered further, and you should not allow that to happen. Next is Krieg's turn, and Krieg will attack the Iron Vrykul that he is fighting. And fails. The Iron Vrykul gets another advantage. Because Krieg failed with style, pretty much. The Archmage, seeing this, will yell at you, "Get back, Buhd! Get back!" And for her turn, she will attempt to throw a frostbolt at one of the Iron Vrykul to, like, cover your escape if you decide to do that.
Alright.
And she succeeds, taking the Iron Vrykul out because it was already wounded. Okay, that is one of them down. Next on her turn, Vera, now free of this Iron Vrykul. would sort of like ask behind her back to where she knows that Lyri is. So what do you want me to do, Blood Elf?
Deal with the other Rykong thing. I don't know.
Okay. And monotonously she marches off and attacks the other Iron Raikou. And fails. Okay. Next, it's the remaining snake's turn, and the snake will again attempt to attack Chronic. And fail miserably. Chronic gets an advantage. Okay. Moving back to the tower. Benjamin and Bladebeard, it's your guys' turns.
I guess I can go first. I'll charge at the guard that was trying to attack Johnny, and I'll try to take away his axe.
Okay, that's a forceful attack probably, because you're grappling with him, I think. Also feel free to move your token if that's what you want to do. And you fail. Next would be Bladebeard's turn. Oh, well, unless you wanted to spend fate points, or yeah.
I guess ready for anything. Does it really apply?
I think it can apply if you want to use it.
Can it? Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll use it then.
Okay. In terms of mechanics, you would deal 2 damage to this guard. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. One more hit will take out this guard. Yeah. Next will be Bladebeard's turn.
Alright, he jumps closer to Roswell
Okay.
and pull out one of his hidden daggers and stabs the guy.
Okay. He will try to parry you with his forceful. You can
And-
roll your... are you just like running up and trying to stab him? Narratively?
Let me see. I mean, is there a way to do it sneakily?
If you can put it in words that it will be sneaky, then yeah, of course.
Oh, alright, No,
Okay.
let's do it quickly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very well. I will roll his to oppose. His
Quick.
forceful, that is.
4.
And you deal 4 damage to the guy. Okay.
Yeah, but I'm also quick on my toes.
So you would like to deal 6 damage to him. Okay.
Or can I use all of the quick on his toes?
Yeah, sure, if you want.
I mean, if I use 2, does he die?
No.
Alright, I use all 3.
Okay.
This secret agent man also Bladebeard, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, how would he or Razzle take 10 damage?
Also, does he have a consequence? Let me see. Where is he?
No.
He doesn't. No. Alright.
How would he take 10 damage? I guess a level 6 and a level 4 consequence, or no, well, because he has to split the difference, yeah, I will allow it that he can take multiple stresses. So he will take his level 3 and level 1 stress and his level 6 consequence. Would you like to establish what this consequence will be? Because again, it's a level 6, it's a very grievous thing that you did to him.
Yeah. I don't know if taking out his other eye is too much.
I will
So-
allow it. I will allow it.
Alright. But how do I do that? I mean, if I stab him in the eye, he's dead. I like I like
Grazing
crack
him.
his eye. Yeah.
I was about to make another Naruto reference in regards to taking someone's eye, but yeah, he wouldn't get it. Yeah, you can cut him just so that you take out his eye, but don't, kill him if that's what you would like to do.
Yeah, I'll do that. But
Okay.
how should we name it? Any fun ideas?
Shattered no.
I'm alright with that.
Oh, yeah. Sure.
Okay. Done and done. Okay. Next is your Iron Vraikul's turn.
Oh yeah. He'll since Bladebeard didn't order him to do anything else, he'll keep attacking the Roswell Lord guy.
Okay. Feel
And
free to
he'll
make an
do
attack.
it forcefully.
Okay.
It's the same.
Since he is blinded, Lord Roswell will defend with his careful, not with his quick. Which surprisingly enough is to Lord Roswell's advantage, because he has a much better careful than quick.
Oh, but I thought that being careful is about seeing things.
Being careful is about being careful in general. It can also be about taking stock of your surroundings, and that's basically what Lord Roswell is doing. While he is sort of writhing in pain, he is with his careful. He's trying to keep an eye out to see if something will attack him.
It is
Yeah.
An eye out. An eye out.
An ear out there.
Alright. Here we go. 1.
Well, I have to go for his ears next.
And Lord Roswell succeeds with style, which means he gets an advantage.
Oh wait.
Call it Daredevil because Daredevil is blind.
That's a good one. That's a very good one.
Yeah, alright. Because it's a cool advantage, I won't use anything
Okay.
to stop it.
You
Alright.
see, your blow shocks him. Obviously, having your eye taken out is no small thing, and he sort of writhes in pain for a little bit. But then, as your Iron Vraikel goes to strike at him, almost instinctively, you can see that he is very trained in combat and has probably trained with a blindfold several times. He dodges your Iron Vraikel almost seamlessly and seems ready to attack. And speaking of which, it's his turn. He'll try to, now that the Iron Vraikel has sort of overextended itself, he'll try to strike the Iron Vraikel.
Alright. He defends by protecting himself with his sword.
Okay. Can you do the honors and roll for him?
Yeah. 1.
Okay, at this point, unless you spend like 2 fate points or 2 advantages, your Iron Vraikel will be taken out.
Useless. I was so happy that I could control him. But
I
he's so
actually
weak.
thought it was going to be OP,
So
but
weak.
it's not.
Alright, he dies.
Compared to the other guards, he is OP. He has 1 more hitbox and +1 to all of his stats when compared to them, which can amount to a lot, but compared to named NPCs, not so much.
So he should have been attacking the guard. Alright.
Maybe. On her turn, this Defias lady will charge in to defend Lord Roswell, trying to attack you. How do you defend yourself, Bladebeard?
He dodges. He jumps out of the way.
Then roll your quick, please. You succeed. Okay. Next, on Johnny's turn, he'll sort of look at you, Benjamin, scared, sort of he doesn't say anything because he's terrified, but you can get the implication that he doesn't know what to do and is looking for someone more experienced for it.
Would, in the context of the fight, would I still be grappling for the axe?
If I remember correctly, yeah, you dealt damage to this guy, so I think you actually took his axe.
Oh, okay. Then I guess I just motioned with my head for Johnny to attack the now unarmed guard. I mean, he still has a shield. But...
Johnny is also unarmed, but he will do that if you ask him to.
Yeah, that's what I ask him.
Okay. Johnny will try to punch at the guard, I guess. And he takes the guard out, but because it's just his fist, he doesn't kill the guard, he just knocks it unconscious, but the guard is out of the fight.
Expecting him to punch him through the chest, but that's fine.
No, he knocks him out upside the head and knocks him out. He looks a bit surprised with himself.
I quickly pat him on the back.
He startles when you do that. Okay. Next is the guard's turn. Yeah, this one over here will attack you, Bladebeard, because you're putting his lord in danger. How do you defend yourself?
I, like always, I jump out of the way
Then roll your quick, please.
from his attack. Alright. Quick.
You have to take 3
One.
damage.
But I use quick on... Oh no. I used it all. I'll... 3 damage. I'll take level 3 threat.
Okay. Up.
Bladebeard is still in shock after a giant Iron Man was killed by a blind man.
Yeah, and while you're in shock, this guy charges behind you and grazes you with your axe, basically.
Yeah.
This other guardsman will also attack you because you're endangering his lord. How do you defend yourself there?
I run out of his way.
Then please do so. With your quick.
Yeah. Quick 2.
Okay, you have to take 1 damage then.
I take level 1 stress.
Okay. Okay, the other 2 guards will... Yeah, they will attack... Well, one of them will... Actually, yeah, they will both attack Benjamin so that you don't flank and support Bladebeard. How do you defend yourself against them?
I raise my newly found axe to parry their blows.
Okay, then roll forceful, I suppose. Your stunt would apply in this case, but roll it twice because you're receiving 2 attacks. Okay, because your stunt applies for the first one, because it's a tie, the enemy will get an advantage, unless you want to contest that somehow.
No, I won't.
Okay. I'll give another charge on... Actually, no, I will spend ready to fight to deal 2 damage to you. How do... This is...
I will use ready for anything to counter that.
Yeah, okay. Then he'll get an advantage and he will recharge ready to fight. Okay. For the other attack, you have to take 2 damage. And I will use the other ready to fight to make it 4 damage. How would you take it?
I guess I'll use a fate point and use my traveling sellsword to increase my run.
I will say that -2 is a critical fail. So you roll the worst possible roll. You might consider re-rolling instead.
Oh, yeah, since Okay, yeah. I guess I'll go ahead and reroll.
Okay, please do so. Okay, you only have to take how much was it?
One damage.
It was 0. Oh, so it only okay, so your stunt would still apply free, so you have to take 1 damage.
Guess there goes my level 1 stress box.
Okay. Meanwhile, in the caverns, Chronic the Infinite Dragon, seeing what you did to him, Buhd, snarling in rage, he will abandon all pretense of shadow casting and will lunge at you sort of like a rabid animal. How would you defend yourself against him? He is surprisingly powerful because he's a dragon.
Buhd tries to throw him off.
Okay, roll your
Of
force roll,
himself.
please. And you succeed. You slightly throw him off. Okay. On the Pandaran's turn, he will run in and attempt to finish the dragon off because he sees that he's heavily wounded and he wants to help you, Buhd.
Yay!
And he deals 4 damage to Chronic. Okay. Where did I put Chronic's thing? Okay. 4 damage.
Seema also use a shattered arm.
I was about to ask if NPCs could use the advantages.
He can. Buhd, would you allow him to do that?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So how would Chronic take 6 damage? Probably his level 3 stress because he already took his level 2 stress and his level 4 consequence. Yeah, he grunts in pain as Seema slices and dices him with his swords. He's grievously wounded, but still fighting at the moment. Okay, next it's you guys' turns, Buhd
I'll
and
go
Lyri.
first. Okay, quick question. How do advantages on enemies work again?
Basically, well, it depends on the situation. You mean advantages the enemy has, or what exactly are you referring to?
I'm looking at how the gnome has been cannon bombed last session.
Oh, yeah, that is a consequence that Buhd inflicted that you are able to use to improve your rolls, if you
Okay,
want.
so I will, from behind cover, do what I did last time, and I'll shoot the wall, not the wall, the cavern ceiling, and drop some debris on the gnome.
Okay, roll.
And I'm going to use all of my advantages, it's all of them.
Then roll either clever or sneaky, up to you.
I'll reroll that.
Okay, so you got, what would you like to use to reroll? Your advantage or one of your fate points?
I'll use all my fate points.
Okay, okay, what are you invoking to do that?
I am a reckless scoundrel, so I'm just going to throw it without caution, just do it a lot more.
Yeah, makes sense.
Okay.
Also, you got the worst possible roll, so yeah, I would recommend rerolling. So please reroll if you'd like. Much better. Wow.
And
okay.
that, and because of my stunt, that'll be an 8.
Yeah.
And then all the advantages, and then the consequence on the gnome.
Well, let's take it bit by bit to see if you actually need to use all of your advantages. Okay. How many hit points does the gnome have left? Here she has 4 plus 10. She has 12 hit points left. Okay. At the moment, if you decide to use all of your advantages, it would be enough to kill her. If you are aiming to kill her.
All of them.
Okay. but I will use one of my fate points so that she stays alive, albeit barely.
Ah,
No fun.
Well, I mean, she's basically half dead at this point.
that's what she gets. She messed with Shalon.
Half thinking to kill the Nightborn, but I have so much advantages, I might as well use them.
Okay,
Wait,
what would
but
you...
did
Go
can we also use cannon bomb?
Up to Lyri.
Yeah, use cannon bomb, do more damage.
Okay, I will allow that, but she will use her, I will use another fate point to improve her roll. So again, she'll be 2 hit points away from death.
Can Lyri use Aaran Duel? Or is that just for
That's
No,
for the, that's for the Iron
I'm
Rifle.
right.
Okay.
Lyri, what would you like the level 6 consequence on the gnome to be called? Representing a very grievous critical wound.
Just call it head fracture because I dropped a big rock on her head.
Yeah, makes sense. Very nicely done, I should also say.
We're counting on you, Buhd, for the killing shots.
It is Skoll's turn at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Bud will run over to grab the gnome, and he will try to throw her at the giant to smush her.
Yes.
Would you treat this as an attack against the gnome or against the Iron Giant, sorry.
The gnome. This is an attack on the gnome.
Okay. How will she oppose? She will oppose by trying to make a small illusion to distract you, aka she will oppose with her flashy. Go ahead and roll your forceful, Bud. Okay, and with 3 points of damage dealt, I'm looking to see, do I have anything to use? Oh, yeah, I do have stuff to use. I will use both charges of power boost, the power that she drained from Shalon. She desperately uses that power to keep herself alive. You still throw her against the giant and do damage to her, but she uses that that advantage to shield herself from mortal peril.
Can Buhd use head fracture
Fracture.
and maybe one of his fate points?
Yeah. I was also gonna say, doesn't it also count as lifting? So wasn't that a +2?
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. And I don't have anything else to spend, so if you want, yeah, that would be a death for the gnome, or, well, unless you want to knock her unconscious. Up to you.
No, I want to kill this lady. But Bud's out for blood tonight. Yeah, I will do all of that.
Okay, nicely done then. You kill this gnome lady. Would you like to... Yeah.
Final moments
Yeah.
between the two? Yeah, that'd be fine.
No, would you like to describe how you kill her, etc.?
Well, Bud picks her up, throws her at the giant as hard as possible to, obliterate her. And Bud is very angry and very upset, and he's angry. This is Berserk Bud.
Okay. And as you do that, she sort of gasps with her last breath. No, the master's works, no! And as you throw her and smash her head in, she falls limp to the floor. As you do that, Shalon will fall from his suspended position.
Got to defend him now.
Sorry?
Defend him now, don't we? Lord.
Shrug. Yeah, he falls from his suspended position and collapses on the ground. No, not the giant, the gnome. Sorry. Okay. Yeah.
Puny god.
Good job, bud.
This is going
Anyways.
surprisingly well. I'm proud of everyone.
Yeah, I thought this would be like everyone dies the episode.
It's time for that.
I mean, yeah, but we're doing pretty good.
Okay.
Iron Giant here. We could have killed him last turn, but
What do you mean we could kill the giant?
no, I could have killed the gnome and stopped the giant. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, you could have, but you were like, no.
I mean, I
Yeah.
will say that the giant could have been empowered further, much further, to the point where it would be impossible. At the moment, he's very sluggish.
I think, considering everything, I think it was a better call to create more advantages.
Yeah, fair.
Well, going on with the combat, next will be Hergen's turn, who will attack the Iron Rifle that their group is fighting.
You know, that whole group is just farming advantages for the enemy.
Well, they get an advantage on their side this time. Yeah. Well, actually, they will use one charge of Iron Duel because they've accumulated so many to deal the mortal blow to this Iron Vrykul. I think that makes the most sense. Okay.
And does that make the Iron Duel Redux go away?
Pretty much.
Oh,
And also the Iron Duel advantages that you guys had previously. Okay. Next will be the gnome is dead, the Iron Vrykul are dead. The Iron Giant will walk forward almost blindly and attempt to squish you, Buhd. But again, it is very sluggish. How do you defend yourself?
Buhd will run away from this this man thing.
Shalon, please.
Roll your quick anyway.
We had Shalon into the turn order so he can die.
What?
You successfully defend yourself. Free for you to move your token to where you would have run to. Okay. Next is Krieg's turn, who say, well, good riddance, that gnome always creeped me the hell out. Are you running away now?
Is he talking to Buhd?
He's talking to his allies in general. Hergen will say, what do you think, Buhd? Hergen being Krieg's brother.
Well, we need to get Shalon out of here, and then we could probably run. Although that dragon not looking so good, so maybe we take him out and then run.
Like, damn it. He will then rush ahead and attempt to attack the Iron Giant.
That's like the exact opposite of what Buhd said to do.
He's providing a distraction.
It's just kind of funny because Buhd was like, let's take out the dragon. And that guy's like, I'll fight the giant.
Well, basically,
Maybe he doesn't know.
well, he can't reach the dragon at this point. Well, no,
Oh.
and that's why he's attacking the giant to at least be helpful, and he does deal 1 point of damage to the giant. Next would be the Archmage's turn, who will attempt to... Did I skip? No, I did not skip Hronik's turn. Okay. Yeah, the Archmage will attempt to throw a frostbolt at Hronik.
Shouldn't she maybe try to teleport Shalon?
She, from her position, she can't quite see him, and honestly, it's not the first thought on her mind. But feel free to suggest that to her.
I mean, I'm not there, so...
A tie means the Archmage gets an advantage.
You need to learn telepathy. You need to be a telepathic and just tell her from
Well,
where you are, like, hey, Shalon's in danger.
I mean the collective you, aka Buhd or Lyri, can also do that if they want.
I know, it's funny.
Mhm.
Okay.
Can she use flashed up? Was that
Yeah, she can.
yeah?
If Buhd and Lyri will allow her to do that.
How strong is this giant anyway? Like, can he punch his way out of the cave?
I mean, it's a massive giant that, honestly, with how tall he probably is already scraping the ceiling and causing rocks to fall off.
Okay. Sterling might not even be viable.
Well, at the same time, again, you notice that the gnome was empowering the giant and she did not finish empowering him. At the moment, he is very weakened. So going back to the topic, would you allow the Archmage to use slashed up Buhd to... Well, actually, no, that's Seema's advantage, so she doesn't need to ask your permission, sorry. Yeah, Seema will allow her. Which means that, yeah, she will deal 2 damage to Chronic. Okay, and on Vera's turn, she will move in, and she will probably try to attack Chronic as well. And with 1 point of damage, she takes Chronic out. Would you want her to kill Chronic or to take him, sort of incapacitate him?
I think killing him is the best option.
Okay. Then yeah, she stabs Chronic in the heart and he gurgles blood in response. And he sort of half begins transforming into a dragon, but doesn't quite make it there, and he sort of dies as this disgusting, half-transformed monstrosity. I will say that in his final moments, after the gnome died, his expression was not one of hostility. He was just looking around very confused, and you killed him before he could say anything.
Aw,
This is sad.
that's sad.
Okay.
Well, Buhd doesn't... I mean, to be fair, Buhd is not very... he had no idea that he was being controlled. If
There
that was
goes
the
our
case. So
dragon.
Thank you,
that
Lord.
kind of makes me... I kind of regret my decisions.
Well, now it's the snake's turn, and the snake, seeing the situation, will go over here and attack you, Buhd. What do you do?
Oh, that's fun. Buhd will kick it away.
Then roll your forceful, please. A tie means the snake gets an advantage.
You know, it would be kind of fun if the snake killed Buhd.
They can
Oh
also-
wow. Yeah, that'd be something.
Yeah. They can also use bad consequences.
He'll build an advantage for now. Because, Buhd, you will see your staff is lighting up again. You presume that the same way it summoned the snakes, it will also summon something else this time. You have an opportunity to try to stop this. What do you do?
Yeah, Buhd will try to stop it because the snake is now trying to attack him. He thinks something's buggy.
Okay. Then roll. How would you try to stop it specifically? You see the staff sort of light up with energy, and you presume that it's going to summon something again.
Buhd would shake it around a lot, I guess.
What?
Okay.
Like, take it over your knee and break it in half?
He doesn't know how to turn it off. He's shaking it around.
Okay. Then roll a forceful, but I would say if you critically miss, you'll accidentally shoot a bolt of lightning in a random direction. Okay? And I've rolled to oppose, and did you already roll? Sorry?
Yeah, or a 1.
Yeah, I rolled a 1.
Okay. Because of your failure, let me put some stuff on the screen.
Because of your failure, you're summoning up an Iron Giant.
Not quite. But as you unfortunately fail with your roll, you will hear the familiar chuckle of Zulgalga in your mind, who say, "I told you there was a price to pay for my help, bud. I want that staff." And two giant of these things will show up to attack the group, presumably.
Jesus.
Oh, why are you always so mean?
Just surrender the staff and we can go part ways peacefully. And she chuckles once again in your mind. Yeah, and to add them to the initiative, they will go around the time that the Iron Vrykul would have gone. I'll just adjust the initiative. Meanwhile, while I adjust the initiative because a bunch of NPCs have died, what do Benjamin or Bladebeard do?
We continue fighting, right?
I guess we're kind of stuck for the moment.
I guess Bladebeard first. He asks Benjamin, "What's the plan? Where are the others?"
Bladebeard, you say that as you are like facing two guards, a Defiance Lady, and Lord Roswell himself bearing down upon you.
Yeah. And I guess Benjamin doesn't answer.
No, sorry. I'll just say, we're a bit outnumbered. We should get away.
All right.
I will also, well, obviously you are free to try, but your escape escape route is also blocked at the moment, as you can see.
It is. I'll let Benjamin do something first.
Well, I guess I'll swing at one of the guards that's closest to me.
Okay, then please roll a forceful or a quick, and I will roll to oppose you. And you deal 2 damage. Which one? The one to the south or one to the north?
In the sun.
Okay. Yeah, you deal 1 point of damage to him. Can I? Yeah, I will add this little token on the map to signify that he is wounded. Okay. Next will be Bladebeard's turn.
All right. I'm going to yell. Wait, the fire rogue is a woman, right?
Yes.
All right. I'm going to yell, "Take this, woman!" and then stab Lord Roswell
Oh, wow, nice.
to confuse him. Maybe that will be sneaky.
Yeah, that is definitely a sneaky attack. Okay, roll for me your sneaky, and I will roll Lord Roswell's careful to oppose you.
I think that's genuinely one of your stupidest attacks.
And
no,
both of you...
we both rolled so well. No.
Yeah.
Still have secret agents, man.
Yeah, can I use secret agent, man?
You definitely can, yes.
Will he use
Also,
Daredevil?
Sorry, what did you say? A Bladebeard? Doomgoblin?
Will he use Daredevil?
Let
Oh,
me.
what? Use an advantage against you.
No, he can. He can use it. He can use it. Daredevil is something that is to his advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah, he will use it because he's very wounded. Yeah.
Then I'll use the second secret agent man.
Okay. You would deal 2 damage to Lord Roswell, meaning his level 2 consequence. What would you like this consequence to be called?
Oh, if I would do 2 more damage, would that mean that he's over? He's dead?
No, it will mean his level 4 consequence.
Oh, then alright. I'll second level consequence. Alright.
I guess this time you should cut off his ear.
Oh wait. What if I use Shattered Eye and then also invoked one of my aspects? So plus 4 damage.
Yeah, that would be... Well, I would then use... If you do that, I will use one of my fate points. Oh,
You
my
have-
last remaining fate
You
point.
have one.
Just one.
Alright, but what if I invoked 2 of my aspects?
You can do that. Which aspect would you be invoking?
Let's see, obviously stab. And also, I'm a pirate captain with no ship or crew.
Yeah, okay, that works.
Pirate captains are good fighters.
So you take Lord Roswell out of the fight. Are you trying to kill him or knock him unconscious?
What to do? Can I take him hostage?
You can take his unconscious body hostage, but that would be something you do the turn after, basically.
Oh. I'll kill him. He's dead.
Yeah, it's your decision.
Yeah. He dies. But how?
Also, remind me you spent 2 of your fate points, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to... Yeah, I yelled, take this woman. And then I stab him in the guts.
Okay. Lord Roswell gurgles in pain and collapses to the ground dead. Benjamin, you would see this. Actually, everyone on the scene would see this. Yeah.
Well, I'll just... First off, I'll be surprised that Bladebeard actually got him. And then I'll sigh, because maybe he would have given us interesting information.
Okay. This ends your turn, I suppose, Bladebeard, correct?
Unless I can say something.
Oh, talking is a free action always.
Alright. How do I do this? My plan is to convince others that fighting is over.
Yeah,
You know,
you're gonna say, it's over, I am your new lord.
Oh man, I don't think that would work. But
But would it be in character for Bladebeard to say that?
I am now Captain Lord Bladebeard.
yeah, it would. Oh man. Yeah, I guess he says, "Ha! The old man is dead. You're free. You're free from his tyranny. I have freed you, Captain Bladebeard."
At this point, it would be the Defiance Lady's turn. You would see One or two of the guards has a look of like, well, what do I do now? But the other two seem determined to continue the fight. Lord Roswell, cruel as he was a fairly generous employer, all things considered. And they do want vengeance for their lost paychecks at this point. The Defias lady especially snarls in anger and tries to stab you, Bladebeard, right as you say that. How would you defend yourself?
By moving away, by running backwards.
Then please roll your quick then.
One.
And you succeed. You succeed.
And I move like here.
Yeah, feel free to. Next would be Johnny's turn, who tried to take the initiative on his own and try to punch the guard that you wounded, Benjamin.
That's fair.
And if he fails miserably, the guard gets an advantage.
I almost facepalm and then point at the shield from the knocked out guard.
Johnny says, oh, sorry, and on his next turn, he will pick up that shield. Okay, guards' turns. Basically, these two will rush to attack Bladebeard, and the other two will attack you, Benjamin. So I'll just roll their attacks 4 times and tell me how you guys defend, okay?
Alright.
The 2 first rolls would be for Bladebeard, and then...
Yeah. So Bladebeard, can you roll to defend first, just to keep things clear?
Alright, which ones are
Can
mine?
we swap?
Sorry?
Can we swap?
The first 2 DoomGoblin are against you, so -1 and 3.
Alright, you said that some of them have shown
hesitation, namely for narrative's sake, I will say the 2 that have rolled poorly, aka the -1 and the 1, but seeing that their comrades are continuing the fight, they're not going to abandon their comrades.
I'm going to try to defend myself by talking. Would that work?
Yeah, anything can work in Fate, but what exactly would you do?
Hey! The fighting is over. You don't need to fight for this man. He's dead. He can't pay you. But I can. I'm a rich pirate lord. You can work for me, like I said before we started fighting. And obviously, that's a lie. So, can I... Yeah, I'll roll, actually. I won't use my stunt.
I would say you can use your stunt.
Yeah?
But the lie would be that I am a rich pirate lord. Come work for... and you would be welcome to work for me. That is the lie that they would automatically believe. That does not imply an automatic success, but it will heavily improve your subsequent defense. But it will be a defense in this case, which might not be as advantageous for you. So you might want to save that for an attack, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, if I don't use my stunt, then
you would roll flashy or careful. It's not particularly sneaky just because you're lying.
Yeah. Let me see. So careful. Yeah, sure. I'll roll careful twice.
Okay, please go ahead.
First one, I win.
And you win with style, yeah? So you'll get an advantage. What would you like it to be called?
Persuasive argument.
Yeah, okay.
Alright,
and for the
now
next
I'll
one?
roll the next one, which is 4, which I also win.
Yeah, a success, just not with style, okay? Benjamin, how do you defend against your 2 attacks?
Are both the attacks forceful?
Yeah.
Then I guess for both, I'll try to dodge the blows.
Then roll your quick twice, please. Okay, so for the first one, it evens out with your stunt. So they will get an advantage against you. But I'm actually going to use Ready to Fight to deal 2 damage to you. Again, you were taking the attacks one by one. So how would, for your first one, how would you take 2 damage?
I guess I'll take my level 2 stress box.
Okay. And for the next attack, a 1 point difference, how would you take 1 damage?
It's a bit nasty. I guess I'll take my level 2 consequence.
Okay. I'll just call it slashed up, okay?
Yep.
Done and done. Okay, and yeah. Back to the cavern fight. It's Seema the Pandaran's turn, who, seeing this sudden turn of events, will ask, Buhd, what's going on? What's with that staff?
Well, it magic staff, and troll lady talk from it and help out, and now she wants staff.
Troll lady, what's going on? Those things are not on our side, right?
No, unless Buhd gives them staff.
Then just give them the staff. For his turn, Seema will run in and try to kill the snake.
Yeah, but she a backstabber. But Buhd can't trust her. But what would Bladebeard say?
And Seema obliterates the snake. Next, it's you guys' turns, Buhd and Lyri.
Isn't Shalon at Teeironor now?
He's unconscious, Shalon.
I will make my leave. I'll walk towards the entrance of the cavern, and I'll say, I'll talk to the Archmage. I'll say, if you're so great, teleport everybody else out, and I'll just contain this cave. So I attempt to shoot the entrance and maybe like block it off a little bit.
Oh wow!
Wait, did she just
close us off?
The Archmage, as you say that, will yell at you. I don't take orders from you, filthy blood. But as she sees what you're doing, she has a look of shock and anger on her face. So Lyri, in terms of game mechanic, well, more or less, you would like to leave the combat and block everyone else inside?
Yeah, because I need to contain the giant, and he's about to escape.
Okay. Yeah.
Well,
Then I will allow you to roll a forceful difficulty 2 to create an obstacle at the entrance.
okay. Oh wait, my force is 0.
Yeah, you do not succeed unless you
Oh,
want to spend
no.
fate points.
I'm spending fate points on forceful. I just want to make an idiot now.
It's up to you. So at this point, you would be running away, correct? In terms of like the narrative, you like attempted to like maybe knock a pillar over to like block the exit, but you fail. The Archmage sees what you try to do and looks at you with an expression of pure hatred. Out of character, she really does not like blood oaths. Out of character.
Oh, great.
But yeah, in terms of the narrative, our storyline takes place like right after the purge of Aaran, by the way. But yeah, so you fail to do that, but you make a move to escape and are noticed by the Archmage because you called out to her. Okay? Okay.
I have a question. What's Lyri shooting Is she like a magic user?
No, I interpret. While I interpreted, feel free to say otherwise, Zelris. But I interpret it as you either like use the bit of magic or like your pure force to try to topple like one of the pillars at the entrance. Is that okay?
That's fine.
Okay.
It's more interesting if I fail anyway.
Definitely. The Archmage is out for blood, sure. But it is your turn.
Bud will rush over to one of the tiki heads and slash his sword at it.
Okay. Roll your force. So the tiki head will try to oppose by sort of erecting a magical barrier against you.
Is everyone forgetting about Shallan? I'm getting sad.
And the tiki head succeeds with advantage, so it gets an advantage against you.
I mean, Bud will get Shallan as soon as he can. He's kind of preoccupied at the moment.
There's a massive giant
Right next to him.
almost stomping him.
I mean, as far as I see it, I don't think he's in the direction of the giants where it's going, but that's where I see it.
Yeah, above board, the giant is sort of facing like in this direction because Krieg attacked it. So the giant is focused on Krieg at the moment. And speaking of Krieg, his brother Hergen, seeing the situation, will probably try to attack the tiki mask that you're attacking, Bud.
Yeah, teamwork.
And he succeeds, dealing 2 damage to it. The tiki mask looks hurt, question mark, if you want to call it that. Next it's the 2 tiki masks' turn. The one to the north, they will both attack randomly at whatever is in range, basically. So first I'll roll a d2 to see who the tiki mask attacks. 1 is Hergen, 2 is you, Bud.
Am I rolling? Oh, okay.
No, I am. It's going to attack you, Bud. You see its eyes light up, and it's basically going to shoot eye lasers at you. How do you defend yourself?
Bud lifts up his cannon as a shield.
Okay.
Against it.
Roll a forceful, please. A tie means they get an advantage. Okay.
Always fun.
Okay. The other tiki mask. I will roll a d4. It will either attack you, Bud, Krieg, Shallan, or the Iron Giant. In that order of the d4.
Attack the giant! Attack the giant!
It's going to attack Krieg. Okay.
Well, at least it's not Shallan.
Just another one of your allies. Krieg will try to dodge out of the way.
Shallan is precious and unconscious. He deserves the best.
And
Krieg is not Bladebeard's ally.
Next on the Iron Giant's turn, the Iron Giant will stomp forward and attempt to crush Krieg. And the Iron Giant gets an advantage. Okay, next Krieg's turn. He will say, "Ogre, what are we doing? We should run away, right?"
We'll get Shallan, then we run. That sounds good.
Who's Shallan?
He the elf on the floor. He unconscious.
Krieg will angrily gesture at the fact that he has only one arm, and that one arm is holding an axe, so he can't carry anyone.
But Bud do the carrying. You do the swinging.
Light's sake. He will attempt to attack the Iron Giant. And Krieg gets an advantage.
Yeah, an advantage against a very tall giant.
You know, currently not at full power, to be fair. The Archmage... I'm going to roll a d2. A 1 is she goes after Lyri. A 2 is she helps out the group.
Yay!
She's fuming at you, Lyri. She runs after you, and you see a frostbolt coming your way. How do you defend yourself?
Quickly duck.
Then roll a quick, please. And you have to take 2 points of damage. How do you do that? You can either take a stress or a consequence. Since you haven't taken
stress.
Yeah, since you haven't taken damage yet, I would recommend that. Okay. The frostbolt sort of grazes your shoulder, and as you turn back, you see the infuriated face of this Archmage who say, "You Blood Elves are all worthless wretches! Get back here!"
Well, I'll just laugh in her face because I'm not having it. I'm peeved.
Understandable. Okay. Vera's turn. She will notice the commotion at the back. She will shake her head in frustration and attempt to strike at the Iron Giant. And she succeeds, dealing 4 damage to the Iron Giant. The Iron Giant has to take a level 2 consequence. Yeah. Yeah, the Iron Giant has slashed feet at this point. Okay, next on... Well, the snakes are no longer in initiative, but at an initiative of 2. But you hear the familiar cackle of Zulgalga once again, and the staff once again lights up. You have an opportunity to stop it again.
Skoll, I swear to God, don't.
What? But Bud's gonna shake it. What do you want Bud to do?
I guess he could break it.
Bud needs to shake it as hard as he can. Oh my God.
Oh, that's what he's doing. You people are like, what are you expecting Bud to be like an artificer of being like, oh yeah, I know what this thing's doing.
His forceful is his highest stat. He better be good at it.
Again, Bud, feel free to roll your forceful. I will roll Zulgalga's forceful to oppose you, basically. And if you critically fail, you will shoot out a bolt of lightning in a random direction, okay?
Okay.
And you, Zulgalga critically succeeds, which...
Fate points, please.
At this...
I don't think my fate point would do anything.
Well, to counteract... Well, it's a critical success. At this point, Bud, the staff practically shakes itself from your grasp because of the critical success. And you see it like floating in between the 2 tiki statues. For the moment, it will summon up 2 more snakes. For the moment, but it will. You can definitely assume that it will continue to do stuff next turn.
I'm getting ephemeral orb vibes and I don't like it.
Can't believe my plan was the best one. You guys should run. This is a disaster.
Look, we're trying.
Yeah, just grab shot and just bail.
I mean, Zulgalga did say she was only interested in the staff. What can I say?
Okay,
I mean, Bud's about to just let her...
Or when we just kill Bird. One of the 2.
Well, Bud's just about to let her have it at this point because he's got too much to deal with, and I mean, people are going to be disappointed with Bud, but I mean, it's better than dying.
I will say your NPCs will go along with whatever plan you wish. They see that the situation is going worse and worse.
No, I meant more
From the
Bladebeard.
Archmage, obviously.
I meant Bladebeard would be mad that Buhd lost the staff or something.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I think
Yeah.
Kyrie would be the mad one, to be honest.
I mean, Buhd will be like, snakes are coming out of it, tiki heads are coming at it, and like her crew can back Buhd up and be like, yeah, he's got a point.
I will mention though, no one else except you would know this, so no one will like use it against you. But Zulgalga did offer to aid you, and you accepted that offer.
Yeah, but their situation was pretty dicey,
True.
and Buhd is not a. He will take help if someone's like, "Hey, I'll help you," but I'll be like, "Okay."
Okay. Yeah. Going back to the tower fight, Benjamin and Bladebeard, it's your guys' turn.
Wait, let me see something. Unless, Benjamin, do you have anything to do? What to do?
The situation is not looking too bad at the moment, I will say, for you. The cavern
yeah.
fight is definitely more dangerous.
Yeah.
I thought the cavern fight was going great, but then,
It was a good thing that you took out, that Lyri and Buhd took out the gnome when they did. I will say that.
Yeah. Alright, what's the Fierce Rogue doing?
Preparing to strike you again, murder in her eyes.
But why? Alright, I'll try to figure out why. By discovering one of her aspects.
Okay, let me look on her thing again to like set up a difficulty for you. Yeah, if you can roll your careful, it will be difficulty 2 to discover her high concept or her tertiary aspect, difficulty 4 to discover her trouble.
Alright. Careful. 2.
Okay. You discover either her high concept or her tertiary aspect, whichever you prefer.
Oh, it's hard because I don't know what they are. What would be more useful? Yeah, let's go with tertiary.
Okay.
Maybe it's something interesting.
I typed it on the screen right here. And
Flee and silent.
if you can find a way to use that against her, feel free.
Right now,
Well,
Not really.
your turn is over at the moment, but
Yeah.
in general.
and I'm moving a bit back again.
Go ahead. Okay. Benjamin?
I'll try to quickly get behind the wounded guard and then slash it in with my axe.
Okay. Feel free to move your token. This will be a quick attack. And the guard successfully defends himself. Okay. Next, the Defiance Lady, murder in her eyes, charges in. Unlike her tertiary aspect, she is very infuriated, so she does not do it sneakily. How would you defend yourself, Bladebeard, against her bloodlust?
By jumping away.
Then roll
Jumping
a quick,
out
please.
of her way.
Yeah, roll a quick, please.
Quick. There we go.
You successfully defend yourself. Okay. Next, on Johnny's turn, he will pick up the shield. Thompshire, basically Johnny has two options. He can either spend the turn readying his attack, basically creating an advantage for a more powerful attack, or he can just try to strike quickly. And I leave it up to you. Thompshire?
Sorry, I forgot to push the talk.
Oh.
Could you repeat that again?
Basically, Johnny is picking up a shield, the shield from like an armory nearby. Oh no, from the guard that you defeated earlier. Sorry. He can either like steady himself to make a bigger attack next turn, or he can just make a quick attack right now. He's sort of looking at you for guidance.
I'd say quick attack against the one with guard.
Okay, will do. And the guard succeeds with style, meaning the guard gets an advantage. Okay, that guard infuriated will attack Johnny. And Johnny takes 3 damage as he does not manage to defend himself in time with the shield. Okay.
This is the first time he took damage, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. I will say because of his situation, if like the guard who was holding a knife to his throat had damaged him, it would have been fatal because of the special circumstances. But right now he's fine. The other guard will run in to attack you, Benjamin.
I'll quickly raise my...
I rolled that thing wrong. Sorry, I'll roll again. I rolled 4df plus quotation marks instead of +2.
I'll quickly raise my axe to defend against this blow.
Roll a quick, please. And you have to take 1 point of damage.
Well, I guess I'll take my level 3 stress box.
Okay, you are very wounded at the moment. 1 more hit will knock you out. The other 2 guards, Bladebeard, seeing the pressure you're on, will run in and try to attack you. How do you defend yourself? Sorry, was I muted because of the thing?
No, I heard you.
Okay,
I'm just thinking, should I somehow lie some more? 2-2.
I press the quotation marks again, so I'm re-rolling that with the
all right.
+2. Okay.
2, 3. All right. I think that maybe I can end this battle by talking our way out of this.
I will mention that only 2 out of 5 of your opponents seemed somewhat interested in that.
Yeah. Oh man. Any ideas, Benjamin? Should I fight or should I? What should we do?
I'm currently almost dying, so getting a few people out of the fight would be useful.
Also keep in mind that you are looking at the map, you are basically penned in at the moment more and more. And also you do have to deal with these 2 attacks that are coming your way.
Yeah. I'll dodge by I don't know. Can I like run between the rogue and one of the guards?
Wait,
like
we didn't have +2 to my when I defended.
Oh, that's fair. So, yeah, you would not take your level 3 stress in that case. Fair?
Oh, okay. I'm a
Good
bit relieved now.
Good thing that you pointed that out.
Should I go towards Johnny or towards dead Lord Roswell?
Well, roll your quick in the meantime
Yeah.
to see how you defend.
I mean, I think getting closer to Johnny would just endanger him.
Yeah. Quick, I win this one
Yep.
and this one as
You
well.
successfully defend yourself against all of these attacks. Feel free to
And I'm
move your
going
token in
to-
the meantime.
Yeah, I'll go towards the former lord of this tower.
Okay. You do so, but yeah, you won't be able to like use his body as a as a hostage because he's dead.
Yeah, maybe, I don't know, maybe I'll search him or something on my next turn.
Okay. Back in the caverns, Sima the Pandaren has a look of absolute shock and horror at what he is seeing. And he will also ponder running away because he was a mercenary, really. I'm going to roll a d2. A 2 is he runs away, a 1 is he stays and helps.
What's
He's booking it. Go ahead. Going to say something, Zelris?
That's awesome. Great.
Yeah, he runs away and he sees like the Archmage going on a rampage, so he will be a bit sneaky. So I'm going to roll his sneaky to see, yeah, to basically create an advantage that he is sneaking his way out. And he successfully does so.
Goodbye, Panda.
I mean, he was with you on a temporary basis, practically.
Yeah.
I don't want my hand anymore, so.
Next, it's Buhd or Lyri.
Just a quick question. What is... I'm just going to do my character for a second. What is this thing here? Is this like part of the map?
What
Is
are you
it-
referring to?
Oh, yeah. What's this?
Oh, it's yeah, it's just a thing that I that was in the map I originally took. It's basically
Oh,
a
so
it's a side cavern. It's not something that you can access. It's one of the other tunnels will eventually lead in that dead end, basically.
Okay. I was going to see if it was viable for me to teleport with my stunt out of there into that little sub cavern.
Would you be aware of it?
Yeah, you should know that it's there. And you
Mhm.
would know with teleportation magic, teleporting inside solid objects is very not recommended.
Yeah, good point. It'd be a bit tricky. Skoll, if you want to go first, then that's fine. I need to see what's...
Save Shalon, please.
Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna do. Bud was gonna punch his way through those snakes and go for Shalon because they're in Bud's way. I can't really. As far as I can,
Yeah.
are they not in Bud's way?
I will allow you to move around them, but you can also like make an attack on them as you're going to pick up Shalon.
Yeah, that's what I'll do.
And in the meantime, as you pick up Shalon, I'll give you control of his token, so you can also move him around, okay? If you want to like carry him, throw him, etc. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah. I just gave you control of Shalon's token. Can you try to move him just to test things out? Yeah, you can.
Yeah, I did.
Okay. And as you're carrying Shalon, do you also make an attack on the snakes?
Yes.
Then please roll your forceful, and I'll roll to defend. And the snake successfully defends. Okay.
Wait a minute. I would like to use a fate point.
Go ahead.
We'll re-roll because that seems better.
Okay, up to you. What are
Oh,
you
come on.
What were you invoking, by the way?
I was invoking pirate mate because he's a member of Bud's
Okay.
crew.
Makes sense
But
to me.
or first mate. I don't know why I called it pirate mate, but yeah.
Makes sense to me. Okay. Next is the Tiki Masks, who first the northern one. Oh, you're right. I'm very sorry, Lyri. Go ahead.
Okay. This archmage is very angry, so
He's also very hurt.
I'll cry in her
come
face.
What did you say, Sarah? Sorry?
I'll cry and look really, really defenseless and upset. Because if she does it any business, I'll turn that around.
Okay. Roll flashy or sneaky, basically. And I will roll the Archmage's careful to defend once I find her thing. Okay, would you like to treat this as an attack or creating an advantage? I don't think it's an attack.
An advantage, yeah, it's not an attack.
Okay, what would you like this advantage to be called? You succeeded with style. So
Oh,
you
a
get
crybaby.
Okay, okay. And that's an advantage you can use against the Archmage. She, as you like do that, she has a look of like, wait, what am I doing? I shouldn't be hurting an innocent person. And she extinguishes the frostbolt that she was going to cast and slowly but sternly approaches you and says, oh, come on, the others need our help. Are you coming?
I just continue crying. I've had enough of this. I'm not bothering with her.
Okay, fair enough. Okay. Next is Hergen's turn. Hergen will attack the mask once again. And the mask defends itself with style, so it gets an advantage. As a barrier of magical energy surrounds and protects it. Next, the Tiki Mask's turn. The northern one, I'm going to roll a d3. 1 is it attacks Hergen, 2 is Buhd, 3 is Shallan. And it will point its eye lasers at Shallan. Buhd, you would see this, and I will say that you have the opportunity to defend Shallan somehow. How do you do that? Can you hear me, Skoll?
No.
My microphone was turned off.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Buhd will run away with Shallan.
Then roll a quick to defend. Okay, you successfully defend both yourself and Shallan, and you get an advantage while doing so. What would you like this advantage to be called?
It's already ogre.
Nice. Okay.
Look, I don't think I've used any of the ogre puns from Shrek just yet.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
The other Tiki Mask will attack. I will roll d2. 1 is Krieg, 2 is the Aaran Giant. Okay, it attacks Krieg. And Krieg has to take 4 damage. How does Krieg take 4 damage? He'll take his level 2 stress and a level 2 consequence.
Bud thinks it's time to go, everybody.
The other NPCs that are with you will grunt in approval and say, let's fall back. Okay. On the Aaran Giant's turn, it will again try to stomp on Krieg.
Get out of there, Krieg.
A tie means it will get an advantage, but I will use this thing that Krieg's consequence to deal 2 damage to Krieg. Krieg will take his level 3 stress box. Okay, next on the Archmage's turn, she approaches you, Lyri, with a look of like concern, but also like stern. She looks like an authoritarian mother or something like that. She says, "Come on, the others need our help, and you're clearly very skilled. What do you do?"
I don't do anything. I'm gonna waste her time. She didn't follow my plan, and now Krieg's about to get squished.
She
It's all
doesn't
her
know
fault.
that. She doesn't know that.
Oh well, I don't care. I'm wasting her time. She
Okay, she will try to grab your wrist, and try to drag you. What do you do?
I'm gonna drag me. Why not? But I like make sure to like lie on the floor, so it's like a real effort.
Okay, and then I will say that she drags you like towards the position you are shown on the map. You are sort of in the tunnels at that point.
Let's have a thing for dragging people by the arm.
Yeah, she did that in the very first episode with Thompshire's character.
Yeah.
Okay, next will be Vera's turn. Vera will attack the Iron Giant in an attempt to cover everyone's escape. And she succeeds, dealing 1 damage to the Iron Giant.
Can she use a slashed feet?
She can, and if she does that, she will deal a level 4 consequence to the Iron Giant. Uncovered electronics. Basically, she sliced at the innards of the giant. Okay. And the next, the snakes, which I forgot to put in the initiative. One of them will attack Krieg. Poor guy. Yeah. I rolled the wrong thing on that, on Krieg's defense. And the snakes get an advantage. No, I'm just going to use snake bites to deal 2 damage to Krieg. How would Krieg take 2 damage? With his level 4 consequence, unfortunately.
Kill him.
Okay. The other snake will run in after you, Buhd. How do you defend yourself against that one? Skoll?
Turn his microphone off again.
Are you here, Skoll?
Skoll! I bet his parents walked in or something.
Maybe. I can roll his quick to defend, to like roll for him to like keep events going. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I think that makes
Do it
sense.
because you know, yeah, bad things might happen.
Yeah, his quick is also his best stat, so I think, well, alongside his fourth, so I think it would be fine.
Gee.
And
No, why?
yeah, he got a critical hit. He succeeds with style. I'll just give him another charge on It's Already Ogre, I guess. I think that makes sense. Okay. And at the end of the round, as the staff charges up further, Lyri, as you are dragged in, you will see like this amalgamation of energy in the back from the staff, like floating. Yeah, very much so. And you will see like a small tear that you would recognize as like something akin to a portal opening up because of the previous turn's critical success. And because of that, out of the portal will come out the woman herself, another final boss, Zulgalga herself.
This.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Back to the tower. Benjamin, Bladebeard, while I adjust the initiatives, what do you guys do?
Well, I'll let Bladebeard go first and hopefully get some people out of the combat.
I don't think this will work, but I would like to try to talk to the voice that was in my head.
Okay. Roll for me a clever difficulty 4 in that case.
Clever.
If that's what you want to do.
Why is that clever?
It's you have to think of a way to like call it out basically.
Yeah, I'll do it. I think if I succeed in this,
Wait, you said difficulty 4?
Yep.
yeah, I need to roll all classes or
If you want to do
use a
something
fate
else, you are
point.
welcome to do that.
I'll do something else. Too risky. But also, if I get at least 2, maybe I can use a fate point or something. I don't have any advantages. I have persuasive argument, but I don't think that would work in this.
You could try to convince the voice to come back. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe that would work. Yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it.
Okay.
I'll roll clever.
Go ahead, please.
All right.
Ooh, so close.
No. Can I use persuasive argument?
It wouldn't
Because
fit in. Go
the
ahead.
creature, whatever it was, some kind of god, maybe he heard my plan. I don't know what it is, so if you say that it doesn't count,
It doesn't,
fine.
but you still have a fate point if that's what you want.
I have a fate point. But what to use? Let me see. Where am I? Yeah. When I don't... It's obviously not something... I don't think it's something good. It reminded me that it was my fault and wanted to kill. It wanted me to kill everything. So, yeah, let's try would pirate captain work. I'm not a best person. I'm kind of a bad guy, and maybe this spirit is also evil.
If you, yeah, when you put it like that, yeah, I think it would work. Okay. So tell me, what do you like say in your mind to like convince this presence to help you in some way?
Yeah, you can take my fate point.
Yeah, I just did.
Alright. Alright. Whatever you are, in my head, your Reichel guy wasn't very helpful. You have anything else?
Let me. Yeah.
You are upon a forces unseen.
But because of this Bladebeard, you feel suddenly empowered by a unknown energy to you, which will basically it will count as someone assisting you, aka you receive a +1 in all of your rolls.
Oh, Zelotath flashbacks.
Yeah, narratively, Benjamin, you would see like Bladebeard stumble for a little bit, and actually roll for me a careful difficulty 4 because you're under pressure to see if you notice. Okay, so yeah, Bladebeard,
My stunt counts.
what's your stunt again?
I have the stunt added last week, Perceptive. I gain +2 careful when noticing or
Oh,
analyzing.
right. I didn't even think of that. Okay, nice. Okay. You see as like Bladebeard sort of stumbles back and like he seems to be like unsure of what to do. And you see him like get a bit of a focused face, but you're not sure on what he's focusing. And suddenly you see like out of the corner of your eye as you're like batting away blows, a tinge of purple looking magic sort of surround his hands and his arms.
I'll just for a few seconds like kind of stare at it in a bit of a daze, and then I get back to the fight.
Yeah. It's also your turn, Benjamin.
Yes, again I'll try to sidestep the wounded guard and try to attack him from the back again.
Okay. Also, Bladebeard, if you moved during your turn, feel free to move your token.
Yeah, let's, no, I stay where I am.
Okay. Benjamin, roll a attack, please. Really nice. Yeah, you take that guard out. Johnny sort of looks at you with a sheepish look like, I'm sorry, I wanted to help. He doesn't say that, but you can like detect that from what his
I'll just nod at him as in, it's okay.
Okay. The Defias lady, still enraged, will charge you again, Bladebeard. I need to look up her thing, but in the meantime, how do you defend yourself?
I don't get any sense of what new abilities I gain.
You feel yourself, you don't know why, but you feel yourself a slightly stronger, faster, smarter, all
Try
that.
to use Void Lightning.
He doesn't have the staff anymore. But yeah, how do you defend
Sadly.
yourself
I was
against?
thinking like but
I'm going to move my head out of her way.
Yeah, roll a quick then, please.
Uh, 5.
You succeed with,
1.
yeah, you succeed with style. You basically like in like sort of a matrix like thing. You move your head out of the way, like centimeters away, but it's clear that it's not like she barely missed you, but like you allowed her to barely miss you, if that makes sense. So what would you like this advantage to be called?
Can't touch this.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, next will be Johnny's turn. Johnny will look at you and, well, he'll say to you, I think I should help Bladebeard. Can you handle the remaining one?
I'm actually not.
And then he like cocks his head like, I just asked a stupid question because of course you can handle that one, you're so awesome. So he will like jump ahead to help Bladebeard.
I kind of look a bit concerned at him since he forgot to pick up an axe.
He bashes with 5 points of damage. He smashes this guard's head in with the shield he picked up and instantly breaks his skull, killing him.
Well,
I just stare in shock.
I knew it. I knew that Johnny was, yeah.
Oh my
He was
Johnny?
deep inside. He's a pirate. He's a murderer.
Sure. The guard's turn. This one will charge in at you, Benjamin. How do you defend yourself?
But does he create some kind of advantage or something?
Johnny, you mean?
Yeah.
No, Johnny rolled an attack and instantly killed that guy with the massive difference in damage.
Yeah.
I'll try to dodge his attack and get behind him.
Okay, roll a quick, please. And also feel free to move your token. With the stunt, it would be a tie. Which means they get an advantage. Okay. Next, this other guard, seeing this, will rush in at Johnny, trying to attack him. And I will also use Puny Kid, which is an advantage specifically against Johnny, to deal 5 points of damage to Johnny. Meaning Johnny has to take his level 4 consequence and his level 1 stress.
What did you name his? Oh, there it is.
Sliced Up, I named it. Okay. I think that's it for the tower. Back in the caverns, the Sima the Pandaren on his turn will roll a sneaky. Lyri, feel free to roll a careful to see if you notice him sneaking out.
We do.
And I will roll the Archmage. Oh, yeah, he is invisible to you. You don't even have an inkling. I'll also roll the Archmage's careful just to see.
Mm-hmm.
The Archmage is equally clueless, and at this point, Sima runs away. Okay, next it's next it is you two, Buhd and Lyri. What do you to do? Skoll, are you back?
I'm pretty sure I'm back. Hello?
Okay, on the last turn you were attacked, and because we couldn't hear you responding, I said that you defended with a quick and you defended with style.
Yeah, I was there for that. My mom came in, and then and then my microphone started bugging out at the same time. So that was fun.
Fortunately, it ended with the best case scenario for you and that circumstance. But yeah, it's the two of yours turn, Buhd and or Lyri.
But you're running away. I want to see what Skoll does first.
Buhd told everyone to retreat. He thinks
by the way, on your turn, when you were away, Skoll, Zolgaga showed up from a portal opened by the staff, looking very smug.
I guess Buhd will have a few things to say to her. He doesn't really. It's not really going to be attacking her, but it's going to be like, it's going to be a conversation of,
Talking is a free action.
Yeah.
She emerges out of the portal looking very smug and self-satisfied, and prepares herself to take the staff, this prize that she has sought for so long.
Yeah, you can go ahead and take that. I don't know why you talked Buhd.
Well, dear Buhd, because you wouldn't give it to me. So, I be taking it now.
Could have asked nicely instead of throwing snakes.
I did ask nicely, my dear Buhd, and you said no. How shrewd of you. It's not okay to refuse a lady, my friend.
Oh, well... You took ship, and that made Bladebeard and... Well, Buhd get a bunch of new ships and new crew, but Bladebeard was pretty sad.
You really think I care about Captain Bladebeard? That be your problem, Buhd. Now, I'll take my grandfather's staff and be off.
Bye.
It's your turn. Okay, she won't take it yet.
Well...
I mean, if you go away, then I'm going to go there.
Bud's gonna let her go away with it, because, if he doesn't, she's just gonna, have the attack them further, and,
I mean,
but
this
Buhd
is
just
another
wants to
final
get...
boss, yeah.
Yeah, but Buhd just wants to get out of here. With, Shallan and everyone, so...
If you want, I will allow you to, spend your entire turn running all the way away.
Yeah, that's fine with me. I mean, Bud's told everyone to leave, so.
As you start running away, you will see the Archmage dragging Lyri back in. You're not sure what happened, why is she dragging Lyri back in? But she stops in surprise as she sees first you running away full speed towards her, and then Zulgaga looking very smug behind. And she looks at you and says, "Bud, what's going on?"
Well, Zugaga here now, and
That Zulgaga?
yeah,
By the light. It's still your turn.
she come through, and she bring spooky maskmen and snakes, and well, we got Shalon, and but think it time to go.
Can we take her on right now, or?
Well, she has the staff that summons snakes and lightning, and it her grandfather's staff, and that a god. But Bud doesn't think a good time to fight after fighting giant and the dragon man.
Out of character, different grandfather, but yeah, the Archmage doesn't know that, so she stares at you in shock and releases. Sorry?
A profound answer from Buhd.
Yeah, she releases you, Lyri, from her grasp.
Okay, and can I do something in that moment?
It is, Bud spent his turn running away, so it is your turn.
Okay, does the Archmage have any trinkets on her? Anything that I can nab in this moment of shock?
Lyri really is Bladebeard to point out.
How original.
Oh god.
Yeah, Bladebeard did that in the very first episode of the
Oh my
Archmage.
god.
Yeah, I will allow you to roll a sneaky, and I will oppose if the Archmage is careful.
As long as I am not blamed, I guess it's fine.
Okay, time, in this case, since it's an overcome, would mean you, Lyri, would succeed, but something negative would happen.
Okay.
Unless you want to spend fate points.
No, I'm not going to spend a pain point on that.
Okay.
Okay.
Because of that, you are able to get a picture of the Archmage's inventory and take one item from her. She has a magical wand. Well, you presume that it's magical. A pouch that's presumably filled with gold, and a device. Thompshire initially looked like an orb, but you changed its look. What does it look like, right?
It's kind of like those Titan platforms or hologram things, but small.
Yeah, something portable anyway.
I'll take the
It's not Titanic, by the way. It's just
yeah. I will take the magical wand because it's something that, it's nice and small and easy to hide.
Okay, you take the magical wand. Because of that, I will say you accidentally activate it when you take it.
Okay.
So I will roll an attack against the Archmage.
Oh no.
She's almost dead.
If this kills the Archmage, that's not going to be a good relationship between Bud and the Split Elf.
Okay, good news is the wand rolled a critical miss, so its shot goes wild, but it is noticed, and the Archmage looks back, sees you with her wand in your hands, and you see a look of pure rage on her face.
I wink and I flirt my eyelashes.
Okay, Bugs Bunny. Okay, next on Hergen's turn, seeing you run away, he will also run away, and he sees the scene between the Archmage and you, he will say, "What are you two doing? Can't you see the situation? Run!" And he will run past you. Okay. On the Tiki Mask's turn, this one is not in range. This other one will... I roll D2 once again to see if it shoots Krieg or the Iron Giant. One is Krieg, two is the Giant.
It's gonna be Krieg, I'm sure.
It is Krieg.
Dang.
Okay, Krieg has to take 1 damage. Let me look how he can take 1 damage. Hum-de-dum-de-dum. Where are you, Krieg? Hum-de-dum. Oh yeah, he can take his level 1 stress, actually. Conveniently enough. But he is very, very wounded, as you all can see. Okay, 1 more hit and Krieg is out. On the Iron Giant's turn, it will attempt to smush Krieg. And Krieg manages to defend himself, okay? On Zolgarga's turn, she will march forward and claim the staff with a very self-satisfied look on her face. And she will say, "A parting gift for all of you." And aiming the staff, she will shoot the cavern right above all of you and release boulders to fall on all of you. I will require everyone in here to roll a quick to dodge out of the way, everyone in this area. Just for simplicity's sake, okay, Buhd would have to take 1 damage. How are you defending Shallan, Buhd?
He's kind of like holding him under him, like kind of like taking the full force himself while Shallan doesn't.
Okay, then please roll your forceful for Shallan's defense. Okay, would you like to take the damage instead of Shallan, or?
Yeah, that would make more sense.
It would, but unfortunately, since they're separate attacks, it would mean that you are knocked out.
Okay, but is unconscious.
Oh no, this is really bad.
And you have to take your level 4 consequence, yeah. Okay, I will roll for the Archmage and for Hergen now. They both tie, but since the rocks aren't an NPC, they won't create advantages or whatever. Okay. Next, Krieg will run the hell away, see Buhd, and begin trying to drag Buhd away. Vera.
Oh, it's this guy we just met. Oh.
So wait. So he's taking Buhd away, but Shallan is still not. Okay.
I mean, Bud's holding on to him.
Yeah,
so...
Shallan is in Bud's arms, so he will drag both of them.
Okay.
And on her turn, Vera will also run in and assist with this. The snakes will take up a defensive position and not attack. Well, no, actually the snakes will attack the Iron Giant because the Iron Giant is not on their side. I'm sorry.
Also, would Iron Giant get hit by falling rocks?
No, the rocks were only in this area. Only in this area.
Right, alright. Yeah.
And the Iron Giant succeeds with style in one of those and ties in another, so 1 advantage for each party, basically. Okay, next back in the tower, Benjamin and Bladebeard. Are you guys okay with finishing up the combat since we're nearing the end?
I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. Benjamin and Bladebeard, it's your guys' turn.
Oh, Mr. Foiled Fists.
Who'll go first? I guess I will.
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry. You have the void fists.
Bladebeard is going to pick up Lord Roosevelt's sword and
Okay.
attack the rogue woman.
Okay. Roll for me forceful or quick, and you will also have a +1. Now roll this
I'll-
person's quick to oppose.
I'm going to do it quickly.
Very well. You deal 2 damage to her because of the +1. Yeah, she will take her level 2 stress. Her level 2 stress.
Alright,
It's the first
and
time
I
she has been wounded.
don't think I have anything to invoke. No.
Okay. Next, Benjamin.
I'll try to run towards the other guard corpse. That corpse, is it dead? Is he not dead? I don't remember.
No, this one is not dead.
Wasn't there the other one next to it? I mean,
Yeah, you killed this one, and then Johnny killed another one, but there's still one on.
then I run towards the corpse of the one that is next to the one that I was attacking, and while I'm running, I slash him with my axe, and I do like a slide and grab the dead guard's axe so that they have 2 axes.
Please roll a quick then. And you fail. Okay, but you do have 2 axes at the moment. Which I'm not sure how much experience you have with wielding 2 weapons. Not.
I mean, I was planning of tossing one of them, so.
Okay. Okay. On the Defiance Lady's turn, she will attack you, Bladebeard.
Alright. I'll dodge again.
Please go ahead. You succeed with
Oh.
style, you get an advantage. Would you like another charge on Can't Touch This?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, next on Johnny's turn, he will attack the guard.
He's confident now, he doesn't even look at me.
I mean, it's also a life or death situation, and he also fails. Next, the guards. One of them will attack you, Benjamin. How do you defend?
I'll jump back to get closer to Johnny.
Please go ahead. Roll a quick. And you have to take 1 point of damage. How do you take 1 damage?
I guess I'll use I guess there goes my level 3 stress box.
Okay. Well, no, actually, because of your stunt, you won't take.
Oh,
damage.
right.
Yeah. Okay. The other guard will again attack Johnny. And succeeds, dealing 1 damage to Johnny. Johnny will take his level 2 stress because he already has his level 1 taken. Okay. Next in the turn order, Buhd is unconscious. Lyri, what are you doing at this turn of events? Everyone except the Archmage, who is glaring at you, and well actually only this masked guy next to you is saying, "Come on, let's run away." The other 2 NPCs are helping Buhd out. The Archmage is glaring at you, basically.
Okay. I will throw the wand to whatever her name is, Zolgaga. Gunga.
Okay.
No one's having it.
Yeah, I'll take that as like a free action, as in you can also do something else. The Archmage looks incredibly outraged, as you can imagine.
I want to use my 2 crybaby charges before in the session, so let me think to do. Hmm. Can I just like throw sand in her eyes and rocks in her eyes? I don't know. Just
Yeah, you can make an attack or a distraction against.
Buhd is well. So I'm gonna take some of the little, I guess, like rock fragments off the ground quickly, and I'm gonna throw it in her face for a distraction.
The hell?
Roll your sneaky, please. Difficulty 2. No, actually, I'll roll to oppose. Yeah, roll a sneaky.
And I'm gonna use my crybaby. Can I use my crybaby charges?
I mean, you're already at a 5-point difference. You already succeed with style.
Yeah. Okay.
So you're using it to create an advantage, I guess?
No, it can be an attack. I already have advantages.
Okay, for an attack against her, yeah, let me look how she would take that attack. Hum-de-dum, hum-de-dum. Yeah, she will take her level 3 stress and a level 2 consequence. Okay.
Oh wait, you can use all her consequences to kill her.
I'm gonna kill her.
No,
I'm not gonna kill her by throwing rocks in her eyes.
do not kill the Archmage.
Oh, well,
I'm just
I will
saying
say because
Just
of the
saying
manner
that
of,
she can.
because of the manner of the attack, you can use
No
that
way.
to knock her out, not kill her, because you're just throwing like dust in her eyes.
I will. Yeah, I'll knock her out. I'll use some of the consequences. Fine.
Okay. You use the consequences, and as you like throw dust in her eyes, she stumbles in confusion a little bit, trips on a rock, and falls, hurting herself in the process. She is also unconscious at the moment.
Wonderful.
The players doing more damage than the enemies.
The thing is, she could teleport us out of here.
That's what I told her to do, and she didn't listen to me. It's her fault.
Well, you stole something from her. Tried to run away.
that was afterwards.
Well,
I
still,
told her.
I feel like she's justified.
I think you should add a new aspect just called Crybaby.
What?
Because you get your ruckus every time someone doesn't do what they ask.
What's done
Makes
is
sense.
done. What's done is done. Okay. Next, on his turn, Hergen, who is right next to you as you did that, seeing this, will try to tackle you. How do you defend yourself against that?
I will feign moving to one direction, but actually I'm moving the other direction.
Okay. Roll a flashy or a sneaky then.
Why would I roll a flashy? You know I gotta go that sneaky.
Hey, I'm just giving you the option. Okay. Hergen fails at that point. Next, the Tiki Masks. Well, one of them, yeah, I'll roll to see if it hits the Iron Giant. And it does, dealing 3 damage. The Iron Giant will... at this point, actually, the Iron Giant succumbs to the eye lasers and is knocked out of the fight, surprisingly.
Oh, wow.
Okay, you can see the little skull and crossbones on his token over here. Okay, because it sustained quite a bit of damage in the meanwhile. Okay, Zolgaga, triumphantly holding the staff, sort of flicks her wrist and walks back into the portal from where she came. And as the portal closes behind her,
Wow, you take my wand. Oh my god.
why
Going great.
Why would she want that?
I don't know. I mean,
And as she vanishes through the portal, all of her creatures will also despawn. And Zulgarga now has a very bad staff with her, which I will now remove.
This is gonna bite us in the ass.
I had a subpar one too, but no.
The combat in the caverns is over. You guys have one question mark, I guess.
I mean, we got Shalon back.
Yeah.
Nope, died.
That was the objective. Nobody died, and yeah, I count this as a win.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised no one died.
Let,
Lyri murders everyone.
let's try to resolve the combat in the tower. Or at least go as much as we can. Benjamin, Bladebeard, it's the turn. Your turn. Yeah, your turns.
Yeah, I attack the rogue with
Okay.
the sword quickly.
Okay. Please roll your quick then.
5. So, I mean 6.
Yeah, 6 actually. She has to take 5 damage. How will she take 5 damage? Let me take a look. And she will take a level 3 stress and a level 2 consequence. What would you like this consequence to be called?
Level 2. So something not that great.
But still impactful.
I don't know. Any ideas?
Slashed limb, whatever limb you would slash at, maybe?
Yeah.
And which limb would that be?
Oh, a slashed hand,
Okay.
arm.
Done. Okay. And Bladebeard. Let me look at something. Well, yeah. After you do that, you will hear.
They are coming for you.
It's like the sound of that.
All right. I'm sorry. Can you maybe play that again?
It said they are coming for you.
Oh, great. They
Okay.
are coming to save me.
Next, it's
Amazing.
Benjamin's turn.
I'll start off by throwing one of the axes to Johnny.
Okay. Would you like to create an advantage, or just as a narrative thing that Johnny has an axe? Okay. Okay.
And then with my remaining axe, I'll try to quickly take care of the guard in front of me.
Meanwhile, I'll actually roll Johnny's careful to see if he catches the axe. He does. Okay. So you're attacking the guard next to you. Thompshire?
Yeah.
Okay, then roll please your quick then. And with 4 points of damage, you instantly take it out. Okay. Next on the Defias Lady's turn, she will once again try to slash at you, Bladebeard, with fury in her eyes. Fury and
Alright.
a little bit of fear, given what just happened.
All right. I'll dodge quickly.
Please go ahead. You have to take 3 damage.
Yeah, I'll use can't touch this.
Oh,
twice.
2 damage actually because of the assist. Okay. If you use can't touch this, she will get an advantage. Okay.
I'll use both of them.
Okay, you are able to do that, denying her the advantage at that point.
Yeah.
Okay. Next at that point, it's Johnny's turn. Johnny will attack the guard. With the axe, I would say. and succeeds wounding the guard at that point, sort of cutting into his shoulder, I should say. Okay, the guard is wounded. On the guard's turn, well, the remaining guard will try to fight back. And tie, meaning it gets an advantage, it will recharge Puny Kid. Okay, next, Benjamin, Bladebeard.
I keep attacking the rogue.
Roll forceful or quick then, please.
5 quick or 6 quick.
And you deal 1 damage to her. She's been rolling fairly well. She will take a level 1 stress.
I'll also use Flashed Arm to do 2 more.
Okay, it means instead of her level 1 stress, she will take her level 4 consequence. What would you like this consequence to be called?
Level 4. Oh. Something cool. I mean, I'm attacking with sword. Flashed leg.
Sure.
Very creative, I know.
Sure. Benjamin?
I'll pick the axe at my feet and toss it at the guard.
You like a thrown attack, okay? Then roll a forceful, please. And with that much of a difference, yeah, you... Where would you aim at? How do you keep...
I'm kind of sick of this, so I aim for the head.
Yeah. You hit him, and his body flies in that direction from the force of the impact, impaling him into the wall with that much of a difference.
That's nasty, but also kind of cool.
Yeah. Okay. Johnny looks absolutely astonished at what you did, but seeing that Bladebeard is still fighting, will charge in to try to help.
Right.
And deal 2 damage. How will this lady take 2 damage? Her level 6 consequence at this point. Yeah, I'll just say backstab. Backstabbed.
Alright.
1 more hit and she's out. Next, it's your guys' turn, Benjamin, Bladebeard.
Alright. Bladebeard, filled with rage, kind of
Bites her neck.
goes to against Leshka with a sword, but then kind of gathers himself for a second and then throws a sword and punch her with his fist.
Then flashy, I guess?
Or forceful.
Yeah, or forceful.
Yeah. 2.
She succeeds. Not with
Can
style.
I
not with
use
style.
both of her consequences? That
Yeah.
would be
Let
6.
me see. Yeah, you can. Yeah, which would instantly knock her out of the fight. Do you kill or knock her unconscious?
That was the point of what I said before. The attack. I don't kill her. I knock her out.
Okay, she is knocked out at this point. Yeah, she's knocked out. Good job,
Great.
everyone.
Yeah, and I kind of try to shake off the evil magic that's on me.
How would you do that?
Your thoughts?
Just I don't know how to describe it, but I guess it would be forceful. Just try to ignore whatever power is.
Think about home.
Yeah, I think about the sea.
Forceful or clever then? Please roll.
Last time he thought about the sea teleported into this place, so not sure
I'm
that's
gonna go with forceful.
Difficulty 4. Not
Oh
quite.
no. Yeah, I don't have anything. So nope.
It would
I
be
failed.
funny if the force helped them get rid of that force.
Yeah.
Trust is your
What?
weakness.
What did you say?
In response to your attempt to shake it off, the voice in your mind just said, "Trust is your weakness." For the moment, I will say that the power you felt seems to disappear. You're not like under a mind control or something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
But you feel seen by something, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
You're not sure what. Something sinister probably. But yeah, you do remember that in times of need, that is a power you can call upon if you can force it out or clever it out, I guess.
Alright, Bladebeard just falls down on the ground next to dead Roswell and the rogue.
Yeah. Johnny would then rush up to you and say, "Are you alright, Mr. Bladebeard? You took a few hits."
I'm fine.
Johnny says, as he's also actually much more wounded than you are.
I'll also slowly approach Bladebeard, and in the way I grab 2 axes, just for good measure. And I kind of just look at him weird for a bit, and just say, "Are you feeling alright?"
I've been better, but I'm alright. Where the hell is Buhd? Where is the dragon?
And at that point, I think it's a good spot to end today's session.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good job, everyone. You faced not 2 but 3 final bosses and managed to, if not win, at least survive.
Well, I'm actually really proud of ourselves.
I mean, I thought we were gonna die.
All of you did very well. Zelris, that attack which you used to really hurt the gnome, that was very well done, honestly. And everyone,
Thank you.
Yeah, everyone did very well. Your ally Zelris will probably not kill you, but will definitely not be happy with you. But yeah, you did very well as a player.
Will they all be conscious by the next session?
There's 3 of them are still conscious.
I know, but will the Archmage be conscious by next session? Because won't be here.
I mean, I would imagine Buhd and Meridia would be up and about by then.
Oh god!
It's probably not going to be instantaneous, but it's probably going to be like,
Like shave her head or something, just to remind her that she failed.
I think that you're pushing the wrong buttons.
Oh boy!
Because the thing is, you're already on Bud's bad side. Then you go on Meridia's bad side. I don't think your goal should be, I want to get, I want to get dirt in their fingernails as much as possible. I think you want to,
Burn her face, not her fingernails.
Oh my god.
By the way, will we heal our level 6 consequences by next session?
You are right. And I will also say, all of you.
I think you cut out.
Yes, yeah, you're right. I will also say, all of you have hit a significant milestone, not just a major one. Which means, not only do all of you get a +1 to any stat of your choice, but also all of you will receive an extra point of refresh, aka all of you start with 1 extra fate point from now on.
Oh. Amazing.
because you did just defeat 2 final bosses, and you also faced off against another one, but yeah, great job. That's one story arc that is pretty much approaching its conclusion.
Well, I'm glad I don't have a massive migraine anymore.
All right, let's go back to the Skull Island.
Stay there until session 40, and then we'll finally take care of
Booty Bay.
Who knows at this point? Who knows? But yeah, very well done to everybody. All of you did a great job, fantastically today.
But we lost the staff.
Also,
Oh yeah,
I really like that staff. It was so
What
cool.
did this do?
It does lightning.
it shoots lightning. It summons snakes. I mean,
what the
Probably more stuff.
what the player characters currently know is that the staff is somehow linked to the lineage of a Loa, and it also belonged to a very powerful troll of antiquity, which it would imply that it was also a very powerful staff, but none of them have been able to use it so far except to accidentally shoot off lightning, and they only knew that that troll lady who just took it really wanted it, and now she has it, which,
Well-
yeah, there will definitely be consequences, I'll say that.
I'm sure Neptulon will take care of her.
Buhd had the decision of fighting more people as Ogaga, and I mean he already lost the staff, like the griffin
Try
did.
and break in half. Like, man's trying to keep the staff safe. It must be pretty good.
Yeah, it's a good staff, but Buhd had to give it up because dying is not a good choice.
Wait. Can I pick up that wand as well? The one that I threw and nobody has now.
If you can make your way past all the NPCs who now want to tie you up for what you did, sure.
I will use my stunt at the last second.
Yeah,
I will take that wand.
sure.
They will tie you up and take the wand anyways.
Yeah, this is.
I
It's
don't
not
care. They
gonna.
won't notice it.
It's not going to end well for her after
Take the
this.
wand up my nose. Nobody knows what it is.
In general, we are a very forgiving bunch, so I guess it will be somewhat fine.
It will.
Yeah, they went right plan in the end. So guess who's ahead of the curve?
I mean, if Meridia tells Buhd that she tried to run away when Shalon was in danger, Buhd might not like her.
She doesn't even know who Shalon is, to be fair.
True, but Bud's mentality is, my friend was in danger.
Yeah. I will say that's something we will have to resolve in the next session. Yeah. Surprisingly, all of your friendly NPCs survived, which is kind of surprising for me, to be honest.
Were both boss fights still tuned for 4 players?
I will say I slightly tuned down the tower fight. There were supposed to be more guards, but I slightly tuned it down because of the player difference there, and it was still fairly close. As to the cavern fight, it was more or less how I envisioned it to be. In the cavern fight, you guys did very well by killing the gnome early. I will say that if you had let the gnome live, things would have gone very, very bad. There were more phases that you guys circumvented.
The only thing I regret is us killing the dragon, but at the same time, though, I had no idea he was being controlled because infinite dragons are typically already bad.
I think we talked about this, but we could have had the pirate infinite dragon.
I know.
Oh
but-
yeah.
Look, I didn't know that he was gonna he was being controlled, to be fair.
I don't think he was being controlled. That's my opinion.
I will say he was being somewhat controlled. Basically, when in the hideaway fight, when Kyrie forced him to run away with tail tucked in between his legs, he ran away blindly and then detected the source of old god magic and veered in that direction, and when he found himself there, he was basically enslaved by the gnome.
Okay, so he was already bad. Got it.
He was
Yeah,
already
yeah.
bad, yeah.
I don't feel bad anymore. Yay!
I mean, it wasn't that horrible, but you know.
Look, I feel bad when I kill a character who was actually a good guy and he was just mind controlled. To learn that he was just mind controlled but he was still bad, it doesn't make me feel as bad.
Sure. Fair enough. But again, all of you did very well. The cavern fight, well, again, was supposed to be even more difficult than all of that, but all of you circumvented all that phase, again, very well.
I honestly thought that this was going to be the end for Buhd. Honestly,
What
legitimately.
would you even do if he died? Just make up any...
I would talk to Teeironor about that. I'd be like, hey, since Buhd is gone, can we bring in a new character of mine?
The answer would be yes, but
It would have... Very likely, I would advocate for ban, but that would be the main thing.
No, if Ban appeared, we'd all try to kill him.
Why would we kill Ban?
It's funny.
That's not funny.
I mean, I guess
Kind of
the
is funny.
themes are kind of neutrality, so I guess ban goes a bit against that.
It would, but
they would all try to kill you to create a glitch in the continuity in the timeline.
oh god.
Yeah.
They would definitely kill you. Let's
So
keep-
Ban and BFO would never happen.
That's rude. Zelly, you are on my list. I will find a way to get you killed now.
I mean, I did a pretty good job with that myself.
Yeah.
I will
I-
say...
By the way,
Go ahead.
I was just gonna ask DoomGoblin why he kept the Fires woman alive.
I wasn't planning to kill anyone except for the Lord Roswell. But Johnny and you murdered everybody else. So,
Wow.
well,
One of the guards knocked out in all fairness.
Bladebeard going the mercy route.
There's
I
guys
only ones that needed to die were Lord Roswell, the mage woman, and the one-handed guy who is still alive.
Remember when
First
Bladebeard remember when Bladebeard took a bite out of someone? Yeah.
Yeah, the mage woman.
Yeah. That was very
And-
merciful of you.
Since I killed Lord Roswell during a combat, I couldn't do really anything creative with how I killed him, so maybe I could have, but yeah, whatever. The last things he heard, he was blind and he heard, "Take this, you woman," or what? What did I say?
Something like that.
Something like that. And then he died.
I swear that's the stupidest way to kill someone.
A final boss even.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how much you cared about this character, Thompshire.
No, it's
I'm
fine.
sorry if I killed him.
But I mean, it's not that ridiculous if we think about it. The Meridian boss ended because you beat her hand.
Yeah, that phase. I wanted to say Skoll regarding what if Buhd died. In this particular fight against Zul'Dalga, death would definitely not be the end.
Oh, I kind of have an idea what you mean by that though, which is that'd be pretty sad too.
I will say, if Bud died, we'd need like at least 3 weeks of mourning.
I mean, Buhd is pretty great.
True.
I love Buhd. He is a breath of fresh air from my typical ban. So, I mean, it either would be that'd be really tough, but I would either advocate for ban or one of Ban's relatives or my Demon Hunter. I could advocate how the Demon Hunter could work because the Demon Hunter would still end up in Mayeb's vault by the end of it at some point. But yeah.
I'm entirely open to this again if something happens to Buhd.
I
have
think Bud's gonna die in particular. What's up with Bud?
I make a lot of plan Bs in case plan A dies, so
Buhd is very protective, so I guess it works.
well, Bud is not smart, and he is a very selfless character right now. If he had his memory, things would be a little different, but you know, he you saw what he did with Shallan. He basically used himself as a shield to protect Shallan. He would do that for Benjamin and Bladebeard too. Probably even the Mage Lady. So pretty much everyone, honestly, because that's just Bud's personality right now.
We love him, and we love him for it. What can I say?
Yeah, he's. I try to push him as much as the. I mean, he eats people's heads, but like he kind of just treats that as a snack. He doesn't treat that as like a, you know, a bad thing. Like, oh, look at me, I'm evil, I'm eating heads. Like it's more like, oh, this is a nice little snack here.
Yeah, if you remember, you actually had a conversation with, I think, the Archmage, I think the Archmage when you were on the boat regarding this, and she basically said, they were people, how can you do this? And you were confused by that.
Yeah, I mean, Bud's kind of learned not to do it now, which is good. It's kind of character growth for him. Like, oh, hey, eating heads is bad, I won't do it now. But before that, it was just like, oh, it's a snack. These troll heads gave them to me, and they were like, it tastes good. And Bud's like, whoa.
I mean, in all fairness, we're all still eating that weird food from the troll cook, so I guess it's just as bad.
Everyone is guilty. We're all cannibals.
I'm looking forward to the day Lyri kills someone by biting their throat off. I guess.
Oh, me? I would never.
I mean, you are Bladebeard 2.0, apparently.
Well,
I'm far more smart than Bladebeard.
By 3 points smarter, specifically.
That's good.
Maybe not after today. Who knows?
Oh,
maybe he might.
Oh yeah, Lyri, you're the smartest person in the entire party.
Yeah, I'm smart, but I'm just a bad person.
Yeah.
Bud gets his intelligence back.
I mean, you've always been more intelligent than Bladebeard, apparently.
I think. Hold on, let me look at my stats.
I had 3 clever before, but then I just never used it, so I swear.
Yeah, I'm going to be giving Bud a little bit more cleverness going forward.
Okay.
He's got plenty of flashy, forceful, and quick.
Put the extra point to sneaky again. I'm just gonna go.
I am not touching sneaky with Bud.
Yeah, I may either go for a bit of.
One goal is to leave forceful at 0.
I'll just go for more quick.
If whenever Bud gets his memory back in the story, I will be switching around his stats a lot.
Yeah, that would be like a significant or major milestone anyway in the story. So also in terms of mechanics, you will be allowed to like even switch out like your high concept or your stunts, etc., etc. Basically,
I don't think it would. I don't think Bud's canon would change too much. Like the way I kind of view when Bud gets his memory back is it kind of overlaps with his current memory. So like he still has those skills of using a cannon, and like obviously like a cannon is better than like a battle axe or something. So
depends on the circumstances, but yeah.
Plus, I like that Bud walks around and carries a cannon, and it makes him stand out.
Yeah, I will say, like the heavy weapons expert aspect that you have would probably be something you developed after you lost your memories while you were traveling with Bladebeard, and you would still retain that basically. That expertise,
Wouldn't that depend how the memory, how getting the memories back work?
Also
because
true.
Somebody
leave
his eyes.
well, I guess that wouldn't make much sense.
Also true. It would very much depend on the very specific circumstances of Bud getting his memories back. There are options in which Bud, the first mate, is still intact, and options in which he's not.
Yeah.
He's blue and his mind gets opened up.
I have talked about it before. My favorite concept is a two-headed bud, where we get one bud head and the other bud head.
What would happen?
It would lead to
mutagen.
we would literally have Bud arguing with himself and still retain the wholesome Bud and the Bud that he used to be.
You mean like two heads, like figuratively, or like literally two heads?
True, but I also like the idea of it visually being there. But that would be hell for Thompshire.
Why? It's just another head.
He knows why.
Two-headed
Well,
ogre
it's-
models.
Yeah. There are HD two-headed ogres.
There's only the Malkarak model.
Oh.
And they are also very underdeveloped when it comes to animations, ogres in general. By the way, we're still recording in case everyone forgot.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah, I remembered.
Yeah.
We were talking about that. We could
yeah.
probably.
No, well, I'm glad that the post-episode discussion is this lively. I mean, there's a lot of things to talk about because a major story arc is coming to a close. We've reached a significant milestone, basically. You've defeated 2 final bosses and faced a third. There's a lot to talk about.
Pretty sure I've said this before. I'm honestly quite surprised that my storyline was the first one that we took care of.
Blame DoomGoblin.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Bladebeard's fault.
What did DoomGoblin do?
I literally thought that my storyline was like so detached from everything else. So I guess it's kind of surprising.
Zelris, to answer your question, at one point, a group of people came. Basically, Benjamin is a former agent of this nobleman that reneged on his contract. And at one point, a few of the nobleman's agents came to kidnap Benjamin. They were defeated, but they carried with them a bunch of hearthstones. Bladebeard took all of the hearthstones and used them, teleporting himself into the nobleman's tower. And from there, things spiraled out of control.
Nice. I might get to meet Bladebeard soon. We can get mischief on mischief action.
I definitely hope so.
I think that's what scare Bud away even more.
Still, a great session. One of my favorites. Usually combat sessions don't run so smoothly, but I think because of the macros and because I've bothered to like put the turn order, etc., we don't get like bogged down anymore. So I think it's all good.
And I think just aside from going or not going well, I think that out of all the combats we've had so far, this was by far the one that was the most fun, I think.
Well, I'm glad to hear it. And I will keep in mind to design further combats building from this. Yeah. Any other thoughts before we go into our shoutouts?
I'm just going to... Yeah.
DoomGoblin, I would ask that you keep your token in your first position just so that we know where to pick up from the next session, okay?
Alright.
Bladebeard is using his void powers to teleport.
Yeah, I'm just going to say that I'm excited for the looting episode, where we loot the whole castle and get rich.
If only you hadn't taken the loot before the boss fight.
Well, there's still money and
True.
stuff.
Also true.
Yeah, I'll just take some axes because I've taken a liking to throwing them.
Hey, we've reached a significant milestone. You can work that into your actual character mechanics.
Bud finds a mini cannon.
I'm not sure that. I think that's kind of encapsulated with the traveling sellsword. I guess it's just a weapon skill.
Sure. Yeah. Any other thoughts before we go into our shoutouts for the day?
Nope.
I think we're good to go.
Okay. Thank you everyone once again for watching and listening to us. Definitely one of the more involved sessions in a good way. As usual, I would like to ask our players to babble on about themselves and about how great they are, because they are. And I suppose it would be right to start with the new person of the group, if she agrees to this. Zelris, would you like to go ahead and talk a little bit about yourself?
Oh yeah, sure. I make stuff online, and it's pretty good sometimes. That's about it.
Yeah, it's pretty good. You can see her links on the screen and in the description below. Thank you. Next, going in the typical order, would be DoomGoblin.
Yeah, it's me, DoomGoblin. I draw stuff and post it on the internet. You can find me on Twitter and other sites. Yeah.
Like I usually
That's it.
say, you draw good, DoomGoblin.
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Next would be Sir Thompshire.
And well, I'm Sir Thompshire, and I make machinima and renders. You can find me both on YouTube and Twitter. And yeah, that's all.
Yeah, thank you. And next would be Skoll.
Hello, I am Skoll Shorties, and I make machinimas, what ifs, speculations, tons of stuff about WoW. And you can find me on the UBTubes, and you can find me on Twitch, and you can find me over on the Twitter.
Yeah, thank you very much, Skoll. And I was your DM Game Master, Teeironor. When I have the time, and to be perfectly frank, the mood, I do Warcraft lore videos focusing on niche topics. I haven't done that in a while, honestly. But yeah, thank you to everyone for watching and listening to us. We'll be back next week on Skoll Shorties channel. Be sure to catch us there in the aftermath of this major story moment, as we deal with everything that's happened. Thank you again to everyone for watching and listening to us. We'll see you next time, and goodbye everybody.
Bye.